Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Why did I give you this power?
I'm joking. This is barely D&D. I've never seen the Twilight Zone, so that may or may not be accurate to how it sounds when you watch the Twilight Zone. But I wish they'd bring back the Tower of Terror at Disney World because they replaced it with Guardians of the Galaxy, which I have beef with. But this is not my Disney beef
Guardians
podcast.
of the Galaxy ride is really fun.
This is not my Disney beef podcast. This is our barely D&D podcast. And it's also the last one that I'm doing in Texas because after this, I will no longer be in Texas.
Dang.
I will be in Maryland.
So then we're all moving to Maryland because we can't do this without...
No.
So I'm living in the room next to you?
You could.
That's what I've been doing. Just kidding.
Landon and I are going to be... Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay. Landon and I are going to be at a 3-hour time difference now.
We're going to be opposite sides of the country.
Opposite coasts. I'm going to stand at the Pacific Ocean, and he's going to stand at the Atlantic Ocean, and we're going to be like, ooh.
It really felt like you were going somewhere with that.
The Atlantic Ocean is the one.
Yeah, it really did.
LA is on the Atlantic coast, not the Pacific.
No, it's not. Stop trying to be silly.
I was homeschooled. I know this.
What is it? Gate light, gas boss, girl keep?
Gate boss, gaslight, girl keep.
Guys, I know this is really off topic, but on The Sims loading screens, you know how they have like little funny sayings? They now have in The Sims language the gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss, which is funny. It's like gazeeb, goob, gob, geeb, gob.
That is funny.
Like
Gob, gob, geeb, gob. I like how 3 of those words just gob.
Well, without further ado, we'll do a letter question and then we'll get into the accidental adventures. In honor, not to make it all mushy and sentimental, but in honor of Lando's, departure, I would like everyone to say, as players, their favorite Bazz moment from the campaign or one that really sticks out to them that they enjoyed. And then, Landon, this counts for you too. And then you obviously don't have to say this one, Landon, but a memory they really enjoyed just with Landon. And let me know if that's too mushy for everybody, but I'm down.
I'm really having to bring out the boxes of memories in my brain.
Yeah, you better.
Mike is like, wow, I can't think of anything with my brother.
Expect something as top shelf as this Lagavulin, Micah.
And Landon, on that note, can I get a cheers?
Cheers. There we go.
It's a change.
Favorite Bazz moment. That's
My
hard.
cup has a nipple on the bottom. I don't understand how that works.
I need you to stop.
Yikes.
Deep breaths.
I swear, if you make
I'm wrong.
if you make
Tell me I'm wrong.
If you make me spit Lagavulin out, I'm gonna be so mad. My cup has a map of the world on it because Jackie's a wonderful friend. But
and
Jackie.
not a map of Earth.
No,
a map of Yalabrin.
Yeah. Jackie.
Wait, no,
is
I'm
tree.
still thinking.
Okay, Mike.
I'm really trying to remember.
Just a Bazz moment you love and cherish and a Landon moment you love and cherish.
Yeah, just some cherished moments, Micah. Why does it take you so long to think about your cherished moments?
Oh man.
Gosh.
Cherish him.
I remember when when we were trying to escape Dolgoth and you used oh my gosh, what's it called? Illusion?
Mirage Arcane.
No, it was illusion. Like
Mirage Arcane.
that is it? I remember
Not a big deal. I am the DM of
No,
this campaign.
I thought it was a minor illusion, but
Remember we brought Gretta back to life with Revivify? No, it wasn't that one.
The one that brings her to life. Revivify? No, shut up. The one that healed her.
oh my gosh. No, but like I remember going, wow. Like this is like a Bazz and Landon moment. Also, I'm probably going to think of better ones later, and I'll let you know when I do. Because there's just so many moments, and it's been over so many years. But
Well, the point isn't to nail the question, but to connect with Landon.
I remember being really impressed. I was like,
I was too.
I was like,
As the DM, I was massively impressed. I remember in that exact moment thinking like, oh crap, I'm going to have to step this up a lot. My players are very clever.
yeah, I was like, oh no, he's actually really good at this. And
We hadn't been playing long.
we had not been playing long. also want to remember and just shout out every single moment we played D&D where you were the DM and figuring everything out for the first time, and it was just me and Reagan and Melanie sitting in the playroom floor and like trying to figure out characters and you helping us along the way and like moments like that. Those were great memories.
Jake Wellen.
Bazz moments, I think, is the one, and I can't even put a pinpoint on like what we were saying or anything, but I remember having so much fun when Ro and Bazz went up to the princess in the middle of town.
Yes, what a great.
And
Dude, wow, I forgot about that.
That was a D100 roll too.
Yeah, exactly. Our roles were just lining up so perfectly with our different charisma and persuasion and just the way we looked and all. It just was like one of those like perfect little moments where like we were finishing each other's sentences and stuff.
Yeah, we were in sync. We were basically like, we're exotic. Take us home with you. And,
Yeah.
she's like, come to dinner.
She was like,
please.
okay. I don't know. I have so many good Landon moments. And this isn't even of D&D, but
It doesn't need to be.
I remember the first time that I met Landon when he came into audition for the band. And I just, when you like, I feel like everyone has a handful of people in their life that when they meet them first, they're like, that person is going to be a good friend. And like, you just know because you guys just click. And I knew that the night I met Landon. I was like, this guy is like, he's going to be the brother I never had. And so I love you, Landon. And it's been 10 years this year that we've known each other.
10 years.
And so I'm very grateful for your friendship and grateful that you allowed me to join another group of silly people with you.
Thanks, Jack.
It is wild to think that you have been a brother, blood or otherwise, to everyone in this room.
Yeah.
And in the room that Jack is into.
Dang it.
2 rooms.
Bazz is a character. The very first one that comes to mind, again, I'm sure I'll think of a different one later, like you guys were saying, but the very first one that comes to mind is when Tello admitted the lie, and Bazz freaked out because, I don't know, you're so often like a tactical and reserved and inward player, but that was just such, I don't know. That was one of the times in the campaign as the DM that I was like, oh, shoot. Didn't know they had him in him. When like, that was just such genuine and authentic, like, I don't know. You went to like, all strategy was abandoned. You threw like control and coyness aside and you just embodied Bazz truly freaking out. And that was, I mean, if you hadn't done that authentically, I think one of the most powerful moments of the whole campaign really wouldn't have landed. And so it was the way you sold that moment that set up the most important moment I've ever been able to portray in storytelling. And I'm not trying to turn it back onto me. I'm just saying, like, you're like the great facilitator of the party. You make room for everyone else to do their thing, in D&D and not. And then outside of, just with Landon, I'm going to do 2 things because I can do that and I can cheat and I'm the DM. One is when we were about like, I want to say like 6 and 7 and, or 7 or 8. I don't know. I don't have a good memory. But when we were doing club outside, and listeners, you don't need to know what that means, but we do.
Yes,
and
I know what that means.
I was convincing you to do jumping jacks and run laps around the house with me, and I was making up a completely inconsistent and inane currency of money with rocks.
Yes,
and just you going along with all of that crap. I think just because you liked me and you were my cousin. So thank you.
And now he goes along with all your crap. Like that today.
We grew up to do the same thing. And then I swear I'm not just trying to, I don't know, be hokey or elicit empathy or pull heartstrings or anything like that or be inappropriate or anything. But the other was the day I found out about my mom having cancer just because, all the way out in Greenville, there wasn't anybody, but there was you. And I think I went over to your place that evening. And You have to be one of the only people in the family who knows exactly what to do. And so I told you, and you just gave me a hug, and we sat quietly for a long time. And, everything else that happened, I don't have to... It's fine for some things to be private, but just... I mean, I've said it before to Daniel, and I can say it with confidence and joy to you, that I was born an only child, and I'll die with brothers. And, I mean, just echoing what Jackie said, you're just... You're one of the most wonderful people I've ever known. So much of what's good about my life is what's wonderful about you. And I'm so glad I'm in your story and you're in mine. And I love you a lot.
I love you too, Zach. Thank you. Wow.
To an accidental adventure.
That's right. Shout out to Zach for showing me what Lagavulin is, because
Lagavulin sponsor us.
I did not even know the glorious world of Scotch until he moved to Greenville. If the blessing of not just getting to, have your best friend or one of your best friends within walking distances, also them having really great taste in things. So
seriously, Lagavulin, I'll sponsor you so emphatically. We'll mention you every episode.
You know what sucks about going first is the fact that I didn't have enough time to think, and now I have all the thoughts, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Same.
I
We can shower Landon with compliments later.
I remember, you know, the first time that I sit down to play, like basically make pretend, like as an adult with dice. It was me, Mika, Abby, and my old roommate Justin.
I don't even know who that is.
And we sat at my kitchen table and we played some weird one shot where they were all...
I think we committed arson at the end.
Yeah, you did. You burned down an entire village. They did. They killed... Okay.
Why is it when Landon's the DM, everyone's like, war crimes?
So basically this town kills this witch, and the witch's familiars have to go bring her back to life. And the only way they can do that is by murder. And...
logically.
Yeah. And so...
Of course, obviously.
They fail multiple times at getting what they need. And so instead of having to kill just one person, the witch killer... They have to murder the entire town by poisoning their potluck.
Oh.
But they get discovered part of the way through, and so then they accidentally set fire to everything. And burned everything.
Wait, all the characters were the familiars?
Yes, of the witch. Yes. Wow. And they had to kill the witch.
And that was your first time DMing?
Yes.
And you created that yourself?
No, it's a one shot that you can find online.
Dark.
I think it's called The Witch is Dead or something like that. But that was an amazing experience. I have really fond memories of playing that with you, Mika, and Abby, wherever you're at, and Justin. Love you, man. I remember calling up Zachary and saying, "Hey, do you know about Dungeons and Dragons? Do you mind doing that for us?" And Zach being like, "I don't know if I have time. I guess we'll see." I'm like, "No worries.
Yeah.
Let me know." And here we are. Even now we've been doing it for 2 years, and I'm just still thankful to have a reason for all of us to hang out every other week.
Same.
You know?
Yeah.
Especially as I'm moving away, I'm realizing that I don't have to find a reason to talk to Mika or Jackie or Zach.
Yeah.
I just have the power just to call someone up, and we instantly have something to talk about, reminisce about, and goof about. And I don't know, it's taken 4 friendships, including Abby, that were already, I didn't know Abby before this. She was just my sister's friend. But 4 friendships and just made them just 10 times more vibrant.
Yeah.
I'll be I'm eternally grateful, not just to know you guys, but also that we got the opportunity to do this and that it's still going on. And,
Same.
Yeah, I love you guys a lot.
I guess that's why I feel like, I don't know, because I moved away from Texas, right? And yet you would still just like call me up, and I would call you up randomly. And it's like you said, now we have it's cool to have like a set date that it's like, oh, cool, I get to see Landon, Micah, Abby, and Zach next Friday. That's exciting that I have that on my calendar. And even if we are thousands of miles away, that is one of the beauties with all the crazy things about technology that we hate. That is one of the beauties of it, that we can be thousands of miles away and still get to be like friends and feel, connected with each other. And
and stay up way too late.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zach pulls hair out.
It's more than worth it.
That's the goal.
Well, on that note, let's have another accidental adventure. So, note-taking nerds.
99.
This is episode 99 of the Accidental Adventures.
Wow.
One more and it's 100. Micah, I feel bad because you're very tired, and I feel like I preyed upon that to work you into a very emotional state, and I'm sorry. And also, I love you very much. But it's episode 99 of the Accidental Adventures. Tomb of Time. TOMBOFTIME silent W.
What?
It is level 10 adventure. The date is 3488 PB. The exact day is a little fuzzy right now. But
it's like it's got some mold on it or what?
It's just very hairy now. I'm so prepared to get in the session. Every time I look over at Mike, I feel emotions and I gotta focus. Warriors of the Well.
Oh gosh.
Nope, fungi.
We are not that.
I mean,
that is crazy.
You guys are my favorite party.
I feel
like that's the first time you've ever done that, really.
Warriors of the Well.
Anyway,
wow,
fun guys. That's what it feels like.
Where are they?
Is that what it feels like to have an act like a real D&D group name? Like people know
that what it feels to be respectable heroes.
Fun guys. Yeah, that's us.
I can't tell you how many sessions I've started for them with fun guys, and they're like, "Really, Zach?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry." Warriors of the Well. Fun guys. I'm not trying to be funny. Fun guys. You all are waking up. Not on the morning after your first day in the Westwood. And not after the second, and not after the third. Bazz and Ro, you have the two highest intelligence scores. And maybe Gretta has a high one, but she's not here. So we're going to work with you two. Give me intelligence saving throws.
I like that you think that I have the highest intelligence.
What do you have?
I have a 13.
Craig, what do you have?
I think Craig might be smarter than me. I have a very high wisdom. I have a 20 wisdom.
-1.
Well, still winning.
I have an 18 in intelligence.
What'd you get?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my goodness. Boys.
Wait, you said saving throw, right? So I got a 19.
Well, I do have a +5 to my saving throw, but it's a nat
1. Bazz, you're just really groggy this morning and it's not coming to you. Also, Craig farts right as you wake up and it throws you hard.
It's revenge.
But, yep. From his weirdly also very hairy. Large glutes and quite hairy.
Bazz is the one that opened the door with him naked lying face down in the back.
Yeah, that's
floor, so he knows.
We're not going to get into this.
Actually, no, then we described it as spotless, so who knows. But, Ro, as you wake up in the morning, your keen mind is occluded and challenged by this forest, but you work and you work and you work and you think, okay, more than 9. You know it's more than 9 days that you guys have been traveling. Walking in the wood, day by day by day, sometimes wild shaping and polymorphing, sometimes traveling standard, but one way or another, you know it's the month of Caladron. You know it's not summer anymore. That you guys have entered fall here. The summer has been left behind. And you guys are just starting out very early fall. And indeed, the temperature is slightly cooler in the forest. Some of the leaves are beginning to change color up ahead. But you guys have definitely been in the forest more than a week. And you don't think it's 2 weeks. But Ro, man, this time, this place, it messes with you. And you guys, you have some skilled navigators with you all and some people who've really traveled through nature. So you're all very convinced that you've definitely made progress. You're definitely much further than you started. But it's just the weight of knowing that you are traversing an area the size of half of a subcontinent. And you're not sure where you're going. And it's enchanted against searching. It is dawning on you just how very much you all... You are, you're definitely lost in the Westwood somewhere, but you just hope you're lost in the right direction. You've definitely been here more than a week. So the party wakes up on another morning. What are y'all doing?
Has the scenery changed any around us? Like where we're waking up today?
Very much.
Anything new?
More Westwood. I mean, every day it looks different. You have never at any point gotten the feeling that you're going in circles, which is good. You're definitely moving in a direction. But where? Hard pressed to say.
Should we sending stone Spagoober?
Is that Craig saying that out loud?
Ask each other.
yeah. Like, should we?
Yes, you are right. That is the correct action.
You know what? Wait, you know what, Craig?
Yeah?
If we did, he could tell us the day of the week because it's really freaking me out.
Can't Old just tell us the day of the week? We've been talking to him.
You don't know, Mitch.
He may not know either. Okay, can I? Is it okay if I send a Spagoober?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. So I take the sending stone and I say, Spagoober, are you there? I don't know what that accent was that Rose saying. I forgot Zach doesn't have his headphones on.
He was giving me a refill of Lagavulin.
I said, what?
What happened?
Ro is sending stoning Skiboober.
So Ro,
yeah,
you
Skiboober.
I said, Spagoober, are you there?
Skiboober.
And you hear as Mika melts, you hear
hello, it is I Skiboober.
Hello, it is Spagoober's evil twin Skiboober. I have captured him in your crew. I was Count Alquist all along. He's like Spagoober but deeper. It was me, Skiboober.
Hey. Oh man, that hurt. I want to open this in honor of Landon, but I cannot seem to open.
I have nails.
No, I have nails.
Okay, you gotta take this Red Bull, buddy. You're in desperate straits. Here, pass it to him.
I cannot.
Someone open the for her. She has the strength of Ro.
That's nice.
We're working on it. We're doing exercises. Mika took one sip of Red Bull and then gave Landon a manic murder face. Sponsor us, Red Bull. Forget those stupid BMXers and those top athletes. Oh, and Mika just put her whole mouth over the can. Things are getting weird, y'all.
You need F1 when you have...
you have barely when you have Skiboober.
You have Skiboober.
Like, stop. I'm not going to be able to keep it together.
It is Skiboober.
So, Ro, you pick up the stone and you reach out and you hear... Ro, it has been so long, buddy.
Spagoober. Oh my goodness. It's so brilliant to hear your voice. Well, could you possibly tell me the month, the date, and the day?
Oh.
And the hour.
Well, it might... Okay. Yeah. Can you... Do you know?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know the hour. I don't quite have the ability you have in that faculty.
Yeah.
I do know the month and the day. Are you feeling okay? No, you're usually pretty good at that stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm usually really good at it, and I've been, learning about navigation with you and all. But we're in the middle of the woods trying to find, that spring that we were talking about.
Yes, I got it.
And there's a lot of confusion in the air. Maybe the force is quite literally working against us.
Of course. Well, it's the 7th.
Of what month?
Of Caladron.
Oh.
And Ro, in that moment, you take in Oh, almost 3 weeks. You guys have been in the Westwood for almost 3 weeks. And then he says, and specifically, I believe it's Amak, which is like a Monday.
Yeah. Spagoober. Okay. Wow. So we've been in these woods for 3 weeks, and I thought it was maybe a week and a half.
Are you guys okay?
No, we're fine. We're just trying. It's just we're trekking. How are you guys? Is everything all right on the ship? And
well, quite frankly, Ro, we're doing really good. We've done our best to hide it, but some people in town figured out that we were parts of you guys. I swear I tried my best, but turns out you guys are kind of we're minor celebrities because you guys are just heroes in the whole nation now. Long story short, Ma'am tells people stories about y'all that aren't true, and she's making pretty good money every day doing it. And on a more respectable note, Bill Free and Plath and I are there's an author going around gathering stories, so we've been informing him of some more accurate tales, and he's been paying us for it. And then Matthias somebody, and then and Ro, you recognize that as the author of Death of a Dragon.
Yeah.
So that author is gathering information on you all, and maybe there's going to be a Fun Guys book at some point.
What?
But
wild.
Spagoober keeps going, and he says,
I'm glad you can make some money at least.
Well, and we've been learning to fish off of the bay. I mean, I don't mean this in a bad way at all, but apart from you guys, we've been in Zedge for like a month and a half in this bay, so we're starting to put down some roots, and I don't know.
Okay.
I've met a couple friends in town. It's a good time. We're doing fine.
Do you have any lady friends, Spagoober? Bazz touches the stone.
Bazz wants to know if you found any lady friends. Ro says awkwardly.
No. Bro, inside check.
Yeah, he has. Come on, Spagoober.
Come on, Spagoober.
That's 16.
Okay, he got a 9.
She must. If she's a 9, she must be really cute.
Voice, you hear him go, no, I'm nothing, baby. Oh, maybe. And he must be kind of embarrassed because you guys have that whole pact thing. But yeah, he's just
yeah.
I mean, no.
I mean, it's okay, Spagoober. You know, I got the king. I haven't talked to him in like
for sure. What's that?
3 months.
You need something?
But
and then the call.
Okay, well, okay, bye, Spagoober. Okay, guys. Well, some news.
Bazz is still asleep.
just
Ro.
Death. What is
Ro
it? Feign death.
Kicks you.
Every time
Ro wakes anyone up that's not awake. So guys, some news.
Everyone in the party one by one.
You couldn't be asleep. You just asked me to ask Spagoober a question.
I just wanted to be like Bazz.
I was awake and then went.
No, but so was Bazz. Anyway,
I was sleep talking.
Okay.
Anyway.
Nom is making up stories about us for money.
Nice.
Spagoober is telling stories about us for money that are true, and I think he may have.
You implicitly
a lady
that he's
friend?
not saying anything like, problematic or sensitive or know, just the stuff he can say without getting you guys in trouble. You know,
I feel like it'd be really easy to get problematic or sensitive stuff out of him if people knew there were stories.
But
he probably thinks there's not.
They're kind of putting down root, guys. We've been in the forest alone. They've been at the port over a month and a half. We've been in these woods for about 3 weeks, guys.
No, wait, no, because it's only been what?
Just looks concerned.
No, it's the Colladron the 7th, Greg.
No.
No,
I don't
that
think
can't be right. It's me. It's who I've always been, Craig Dundley. Dolgoth, meet Jamaica.
No, fellow kids.
Old I want to rage. I cast bonk.
Night level.
So, anyways,
I'm afraid of bathtubs. Please keep going.
And
Also,
family
I
confrontation.
My son intimidates me for some reason. I'm sorry. Please keep going.
I like
roasting Craig in a bad impression now.
I feel. Does anyone else like? Okay,
Bro,
they're like.
I know you're stressed out, but I think we should just take a nap real quick. I think it would feel better
No,
if we
they're
took a
like
nap.
living their life. They're like putting down roots, and we're
Yeah.
like.
We're just
Lost
We're like
in a
not
forest?
getting anywhere. We're lost in the forest and we're not getting anywhere.
Do you
This
know
is
how long it takes to grow
kind
a
of
tree,
freaking
bro?
me out.
Also, as some quick context for you all, in some moments of strategy in the past days, you guys have had Gretta do a number of divination spells, and none have worked, as the forest is blocked against divinations. Just for whatever that's worth.
Listen, the last time I came here, I couldn't even walk in. Like, it made me leave.
Alls, you said you've never been here.
I never got inside, but I got just like into the front door.
What do you mean the front door?
Like
The
I
front door
walked
of
into the
what?
trees and I walked back out. Like,
Bro, in a sudden moment, you are aware of everything Bazz has told you in the course of the last few days about how he was originally walked out of a tree here by a powerful tree strike spell and then tried to go back in, but then the forest walked him back out, and then that conversation was resolved.
So
Sorry.
I don't know. I'm concerned we're not getting anywhere, and I feel like we're going. Even though I know we're not like going in circles, we're going in circles, and our crew is out living a life
good.
and telling legends and stories about us when we're trapped in the woods. And I don't want to be. I love the woods, but this is frustrating, and I'm getting like.
In a
worried.
non-patronizing way at all, Tello just sits down next to you and just kind of like rubs your shoulder a little, like genuinely.
Yeah.
He's just nodding and like,
okay.
I don't like. I mean, I've lost 3 weeks of time, and I'm not used to not knowing time, and yet it's.
I have an idea. Okay, we talked to the trees, but we haven't talked to
already
the
talked to
grass yet.
Oh my gosh! I think we should find an animal.
I don't see any.
Ro gets up
Over
and
the course
starts
of
looking
days,
for animals.
You all have seen birds overhead, and you've seen some small mammals at the base of trees. You guys have seen evidence.
Ro gets up and does an investigation check.
Let's go with either survival or nature.
Okay.
I
Then I'm gonna do
assist.
nature.
Okay, you have advantage with the help action.
I smile.
I'm like chittering.
Charm, I guess.
Cheering.
Ro is
Thank
looking
you,
around for animals
Landon,
and
for
Bazz is
that. Okay.
And I cast
We
guidance.
have. You said nature.
You have.
Wait, you said nature?
Ro, it's nature. You
And
have
guidance?
advantage, and you have guidance.
This may be my highest roll ever.
You could technically bardically inspire yourself too.
No, you can't bardic inspire yourself.
Never mind, you can't do that. Thank you for knowing your feature.
Also, Ro, with your ability, you can take guidance if you want as a cantrip. You can learn it.
I got a 34.
Ain't no way.
That's
Ain't
the
no
highest
way.
I
player
rolled-
roll in Barely D&D history.
I rolled an 18, and I have a plus 12 to nature, and then I rolled a 4 on my D4.
Guys,
So we won D&D, basically.
You have to let us win.
We won.
that's the highest roll.
So
You
we
guys look-
are
The
at this
So
wellspring.
did I find Bigfoot? Did I
Ro
find
picks up
Bigfoot?
a chipmunk, and on the bottom is the wellspring.
It's butt.
she's lifting up the tail, going whoa, and you guys just see light all over her face. No, Ro,
They hit it really well.
I would have never thought. And the chipmunk.
Shista. She's always been full of crap.
Ro, you find as you pass by the base of a tree, you find coiled along the length of where some of the ground is slightly upheaved at the base of one of the trunks pushing out of it at the soft earth with like cracked loam and many thousands of dissolved leaves where the green is interspersing the brown. Moving back and forth through that pattern is one of the most beautiful snakes you've ever seen. It's like 5 feet long. Rather thin, some mass at its center. And it has like a long, smooth head that comes to like a conical point, slightly upturns a little bit at the nose. And where you can see the division of where it's coiled, the bottom half is like a light cream color, but the top half is like back and forth greens and browns in like an alternating diamond pattern that has like kind of like reverse chevrons at the edges and the scales. And it's very intricate and beautiful. And the green and brown is so striking that you're like, what could the point of this camouflage possibly be? But as you look at it in context in the dirt, it's almost invisible. And it's just sort of like gathered there loosely along the edge of the tree, just kind of resting still in the cool morning.
I slowly
and I'm
crouch
sorry.
up.
With a 34, in a way that you can't put your finger on, you've just always gotten nature. You just have a high IQ for it. You feel like it's connected to this magical race you have, by which you just kind of know things about animals sometimes. You have a very high intuition for them. You recognize patterns with them. You apply them effectively. You have a good mind for the science of biology and ecology, and as non-existent as they are at this time. And so you've put together, in your experience, just observing, that most of the venomous snakes you've seen in your life, not all, but most, have kind of spade-shaped heads and larger structures at the back that are kind of connected to the shape of their jaws, and you've just noticed that a lot of venomous snakes do, and this one doesn't, so you're not for sure, but just its behavior and the way it's lying and the shape of its head, you're just willing to bet it's not venomous. And you're kind of always right about that stuff.
I'm so excited to break out my parcel tongue. I'm going to crouch down and cast speak to animals.
Parcel tongue?
Just keep going. Just keep going, Jackie.
I'm going to cast speak with animals.
Okay. The snake kind of rapidly balls up at your approach, but as you cast the spell, and the cords ring out from your lute, the snake like moves in time with the movement of the lute until it grows very still and raises its head up a little bit, looking at you with those cold, slitted eyes, and you get the feeling that you've connected with it and can speak to it.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. You look absolutely lovely. What's your name? She says with a bunch of on the tail end of her words.
Well, actually, instead of cool parcel tongue, what you all watch Ro do is sit very still and then occasionally go.
Quit licking your lips, Ro.
And it just looks like Ro is very still with chapped lips as you communicate in the way of a snake. And the snake is entirely still and occasionally moving, but Ro, what you hear back in your head is, I'm dopey.
You're what?
I'm Dilby.
Dilby?
Hi, Dilby.
Dopey.
Hi, Dilby. I'm Ro, and
Hello, I'm Dilby.
Hi, Dilby. Have you ever heard of a wellspring around here?
Nope.
Do you know of any magic that's in this forest?
Yep.
Okay. Could you possibly point me in the direction of it?
His head just kind of lifts up and turns and points a direction. I mean, it's all around, but there's some that away.
There is. Is it like what kind of what do you when you say there's some that way? What is it? Do you know? Can you identify it? Okay.
I'm a snake.
If you
the tongue flicks out.
If you started, could you lead us in the direction of where you feel it most
powerful? And then
powerful?
the snake starts like.
He's escaping. Get him.
However, it's worth to say the snake is not terribly intelligent, and so cannot gauge how fast you want it to go. Oh, that's a fast snake, and it's just. Oh, you guys are gonna lose it really quick.
Go.
I run.
Okay.
I'm running.
Group athletics or acrobatics check for speed.
Okay. Can I depend on my survival a little bit to track snake?
Yes. I'm
hey,
cool
with my extremely high nature check, can I say that I can still see it?
No, make an athletics check.
Unnatural 20.
Ooh.
16.
And next time we'll work on somebody having telestats, but we won't work.
27.
Oh. Dang, y'all. Out here.
You can slither, but you can't sly.
You guys are like at a sprint, and it sucks, but you're keeping up with the snake, and Bazz, you're helping to track it down as you lose sight of it in the grass. Holy crap, this thing's fast! And you guys run, and you 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 run, and it's still going, and it stops suddenly. And you're looking around, and you can't tell. Oh, it's just resting. And then it's going again, and then you guys are going and going and going. This carries on for a long time. Can I get some endurance checks from all of you?
Constitution?
No, endurance.
What is that?
It's one of our custom. I'm just going to print the document out for you guys. But it's one of the custom skills, and it is a check
It
under
does not matter. I got
Constitution.
natural 1.
Okay.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Huh.
And that's a +1, so a 21.
Okay.
Oh, actually, a plus
14.
83 to my endurance check. So that's actually an
Wouldn't matter. Would still be a nat 1.
84 total. Could I have inspiration?
Rose. No. At one point, Bazz, you're fine. You're athletic, but stitch in the side.
Crap.
And you just kind of stumble and falter. Except Ro is so pernicious that her excellent pace she's keeping inspires you, and Tello runs along next to you and starts kind of helping with the pace.
It's rhythmically, it's bardically inspiring you.
Bazz, it sucks.
I got a leg cramp.
And you're really in pain, but you're keeping with it. And you all travel with Dilby and travel until he suddenly stops at the side of a tree in the clearing. Maybe 20 minutes of running later, it was off.
That's 3 miles.
Yeah.
2 miles.
It was terrible.
Way to go, Craig.
You guys are stopped in a clearing. Craig, you're fine.
Do I
Hey, I do
still
it
have
every
the
morning.
ability to talk to him? How long does speak with animals
I don't
last?
care. You do.
I forgot.
'Cause
Okay.
right now, I'm not going to get stuck there.
Okay. Dilby, is the magic here?
Yep, real close by.
Is the magic in the room with us? No, sorry.
We're not in the room.
Hey guys, I have a feature for this. Magic awareness.
Craig, stop it. You're going to...
Dilby goes, it's nearby, okay? I'm going to go eat mice now. And then he just
Okay.
wraps around the other side of the tree.
Okay, thank you, Dilby.
Occupy snake!
I start looking for magic with my cramp leg.
Give me a perception
Okay.
check, Bazz. And then, Craig, what does it look like he's used magic awareness erroneously again?
Okay, wait, is that a question?
Yeah, what's up?
I got a 12.
Can I
no,
only
13.
sense magical items? Can I only sense magical items? Because it says magic awareness. Is it only magical
I'm
else?
never going to believe this. This feature is typed up and you can read it.
Yeah, I have it written down.
What does it say? Just help me out there. What does it say?
Y'all are laughing at me and I don't appreciate this.
No, buddy, I'm laughing with you. What does it say? I love this game.
To open your senses to the sources of concentrated magic around you.
Mm-hmm.
Until the end of your next turn, you may sense the location of any spell, magical item, or powerful magical effect within 60 feet.
Okay.
Oh, it is more than just...
So you can sense those things in 60 feet.
Yes.
And so in that way, Craig, what does it look like as you reach out?
Last time it didn't go so well, so I think I'm gonna make sure that I do it more subtly. I cover my neck muscles.
So Craig just cautiously puts his hands around his own neck.
Oh no! Where is it?
And then he goes cross-eyed, and Vera goes, so Craig is standing there as if he was panning him for the run, and he puts his hand slowly on his neck, and then he goes, oh no, where is it? And then he goes cross-eyed, and a bunch of veins pulls out his face, and the strain of the effort makes him go, duh. And Craig kind of tenses there for a second, and then one of his eyes bulges a little bit. And Craig, you are aware of the magical items all over your friends. You can sense a strong abjuration over the wood, and then you sense the powerful source of magic below you. Wait. And then Craig, as you pause and lose your focus for a moment, below you, you felt powerful magic of multiple types below you. You felt powerful magic underground.
Hey, wait, guys, where are springs located?
And as Craig asked that question, Bazz, kind of panting in the clearing, you look around. structure. 200 feet to the right, in kind of the direction Dilby was, there is a structure.
Guys, there's like a thing over there. Follow me.
I go to it. I run.
So Craig goes, and then looks confused, and then goes, where are Wellsprings? And the boss goes, structure, and then everybody sees it. And to your all's right, there is the only man-made structure you have seen in apparently what is 3 weeks. Actually, given your travel, the last month. It is really weird.
Ugly. Oh. I'm sorry.
It is
These are real
but
ugly.
ugly.
I'm just kidding.
And it sucks. No, like 200 feet to the right, there are 4 pillars of stone and 1 stone roof of 4 outward-facing gables over a patch of stone on the ground with a small cylindrical column of stone in the middle. Maybe to the height of like a gazebo, not much bigger. It's only like 12 feet across, maybe 15 feet in total height. It's just standing alone in the forest.
Bazz walks towards it.
Okay, you all approach it. As you get closer, you can see it in quite a bit of detail. It is kind of like layered cobblestone laid on top of each other, and you don't see it secured by any mortar. It looks just stacked, but then it's weirdly solid, and all the stones are very smoothed. And at the top is this kind of like shingle clay overlay all the way down, but it doesn't look like clay. It looks like carved kind of limestone, and it's resting over wooden support beams, and there's like a simple thatch on the bottom, but then the stone it's standing on is this rich, dark, smooth black stone cut into perfect squares, very different from the structure above. Craig, you recognize it as something you don't recognize. This is a really rare stone, whatever it is. Very fine, it looks durable, and in the center is a similar like dark black-gray stone column, maybe 3 feet high, perfectly smooth. Incredible stonework, even to get such a simple shake so correct. And it's just standing there in the middle of the space.
Hey guys, I don't really know what to do with this. Like...
You are killing me today.
I don't really know what to... I don't see any water, y'all. I don't know what to do.
Ro goes to the edge. Ro goes to the edge of the round center cylinder thing.
Sadly, Ro, you are not tall enough to look at the top of it.
I lift Ro up.
Come give you a boost, and as you look down over it, you're doing that. Bazz, what's your investigation modifier?
I think it's +1.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Ask Gretta that question.
Yeah.
Greta's
ask me. Ask me that question.
Oh, you're doing something else. Jackie, as you're being lifted up and looking at the pillar,
They drop me.
There's a carving on the top. Oh. You recognize it. It's an inlay, a groove stone inlay of 3 circles, and 1 circle in the middle, and 1 circle in the middle of all of those. It is a maker's symbol carved into the groove inlay at the top of the stone pillar. I'm so sorry, guys.
No.
Chug those Red Bulls.
No, I'm feeling fine.
Micah, how many fingers am I holding up?
You're not holding up.
Good job. We got this. Oh, I'm so sorry.
So
Wait, okay, hold on. Sorry, just explain to me. You said no. Explain to me where this is carved.
Like, so there's a little stone pillar in the center of the space.
Yeah.
And carved into the top is like an inlay, a groove of a maker's symbol.
Okay.
Is it a lid to a well? I'm just kidding.
Okay, anyway. So, Ro, you see this and point this out to everyone.
Hey, haven't there been times where we had something magical that we didn't understand, but then you did a really cool thing and then we're able to identify it?
Yes, Craig. That is something. I don't know if it would work on this. DM question. Mm-hmm. Is the maker symbol, how big is it?
Maybe like 6 inches across, maybe.
How big is the one that I have?
A similar size.
I'm gonna take it. Can I like reach to touch it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take
it is a
mine.
little embarrassing because it's like a kid reaching up on a counter, but you can't.
Okay, fine. Ro's gonna take the one that she has that Janice gave her,
an ornate, gorgeous, magically crafted symbol,
and lay it on top.
Okay, so Ro slots out the symbol, places it on top, and you go to put it down, and as you go to slide it in, the last little like centimeter of space, it doesn't fall, it moves faster, like it's being pulled, and it just sort of like, and you all hear that, and then it like shifts and twists just a little bit to fit perfectly in the groove. And then
oh my gosh,
there's just kind of like a pause.
Guys.
And then you all hear
oh my gosh.
in the central pillar.
It is a lid.
And it turns, and then it begins sliding down into the ground. And it gets down like 2 feet. And then your symbol sort of like lifts back out of it to a place to which you can like pull it back out.
Okay,
and
I
then
grab
next
it,
to
put
it,
it back.
one of the 4 square stones of the like 4, like it's like 8 square stones across the base. So like 2 out, one of the 4 goes. Then another one goes. Until you all have a spiral stone staircase going down.
Rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Just kidding.
I'll go first.
No, it's gonna be me because I'm the one that like protects people. Okay, I'm going first.
So Craig weirdly
Oh, my-
himself up.
Okay.
I will.
But you don't have
keep
any
us safe.
light, Craig.
I am light.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any source of light. Do y'all have any source of light? Crap, you guys.
I'm so proud of you guys for staying awake. I look over at Landon, and he's just got his thumb in his mouth, and his eyes are huge.
I have this one, and I make the staff super bright.
Yeah. I can't
Okay,
believe
it
I...
blears with like 15 feet of bright light and 15 feet of dim light.
It's a star splinter, like shiny and bright.
And then Craig, you suddenly remember, oh yeah, my magical sword, and you pull out shing, this brilliant blue glowing sword, and you're like, oh yeah, it has that ability, and you say the word, and it creates. It says it somewhere in your notes if you want to look it up, but an amount of bright light and then more of dim, and it's pretty similar to the Crook of the Mad Prince, and you guys both have like magical sources of light.
And I start walking down.
Okay.
Ro
starts
has
walking
the
in this way.
energy of like, you would think she would be like mesmerized, but I think she's just so hyped up on the fact that after 3 weeks they found something.
Yeah.
She's like twitchy almost.
Okay.
Like her eyes are twitching. She's like when you've had too much caffeine. Like she is excited, like scared, nervous,
Okay.
like tired all at the same time.
Heck yeah.
Her hair is out of place where it's usually not because she prestidigitates it in the morning. Like she's twitching.
And so one by one, you all work your way down the spiral staircase. Bazz, you and Craig are kind of in the lead. The stairs are wide enough to accommodate you both, so you can travel at a similar pace leading the party forward. And you go down for about 30 feet
3 weeks. Sorry.
until you spill outward, kind of down 3 floors of that spiraling pattern, until you spill outward into an open, cold space.
Cold?
It's maybe 80 feet in total diameter. Maybe a 12-foot tall room of just perfectly flat, dark, that dark gray-black smooth stone. It's not quite as polished as marble, but it's close. It's very thick and dense and cold. And you've just spilled out into a vast, wide, dark room. And I say 80 automatically. I shouldn't have. But point being that, like, with a little bit of entry, you could see it's about 80 to either side. But you guys can see in total about 30 feet of it in square radius or in circular diameter at any time. If you guys stand further apart from each other, you have a total of 60 between your 2 sources of light. And into the floor is carved maybe a 30-foot maker symbol on the ground. And then you guys just have high enough passive perceptions among you. When you look up at the ceiling of the chamber, there's a map of the entire world of Yalabrin carved into it. And very importantly, the world looks slightly different. It's the shape of the world, all the continents. But, like, Unsen's a little differently shaped in the middle, and
In the middle?
there are
What
a
do you mean in
few
the
more
middle?
islands south of Vashtan than there are, and there's just a couple of incongruencies.
How does it compare to this?
Well, so in the maps of Unsen that you guys know, there's a big crater in the middle of it, but in the one carved into the ceiling, there isn't. And there are more islands south of Vashtan than y'all knew, and it's the map of the world, but it's just a little different.
I have a question. Because Rose's keen mind is like not working too well, would she know, like,
Keen
would
mind
she
is
be
still
able to? Oh, okay. So like she
You
can remember
things,
this.
You just can't place time and location.
Because I'm gonna just make a mental note as a player
You memorize
that
it
she
excellently studying it.
Yeah, and she wouldn't do it right now, but when they
she has
get
the
back
time.
somewhere,
Gotcha.
she's gonna like sketch
Assumed.
it back out.
Understood? Yeah. Okay. You all are in this incredible chamber. Ro, give me a religion check.
Okay.
Investigation check for water.
Okay. Give me an investigation check, Greg.
Or just around the area.
Bazz, you doing anything?
23.
Holy crap.
Hey, guess what? It's another 2019. It's another 19, but it was a 20.
Buddy.
It's a 19 parentheses 20.
3 nat 20s is pretty incredible, though.
Yeah.
We'll start with Ro. Oh, shoot, Ro. This is a narthex. This is the first foyer of a temple. You recognize this design from Temples of Saloon. You guys are in some sort of a temple, and this is the opening foyer. And then Craig, you don't see any water, but you do hear it underfoot. And as you look down from the light reflected off of your sword, you realize you're standing in water. The maker symbol all around the room has about a half inch of water in all of it, perfectly still. So still it was hard to see, but as your foot steps over it, like the treads from your boot that press down a little bit displace it slightly, and you can hear as you lift your boot up the as your boot moves. Some of the droplets are scattered. And it's really cool because as you guys are in this pitch dark space, there's like just the faintest bit of daylight coming down the stairwell behind, but it's going around so many layers it's barely coming through. So the chamber is entirely green on one side from Bazz's staff, and entirely blue on the other side from Craig's sword. Like a
That's
gorgeous
cool.
turquoise and then like a powerful emerald.
Bazz is looking for if there's like another door or room deeper into the...
You don't have to look long. As you trace the edges of the room, it's just a perfect like cylinder of a shape, except at the far left side, there is another doorway, no door, just an arch, leading down a short stairwell. And at the far opposite side, there is another arch door with a stairwell that leads down to what looks like a longer switchback stairwell going down. So on one side, we'll say all the way to the right, there's like a switchback stairwell going down, and on the right, just a short stairwell and a walkway.
I go down the stairwell with the walkway.
Okay. Does the party follow?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. As the fun guys move down this strange and unexpected space, you move down, cut steps, and with your extremely high passive perception row, you begin noticing at the edge of the steps there are insignia and shapes carved in, and you do not recognize them at all. And you briefly consult with Gretta and her great bank of languages, and there are shapes, little glyphic letters or something carved into the bottom, but you guys don't recognize at all between any of the languages, any of it. But you can give me a history check if you like. And as you guys go down the stairwell, you continue through this large hallway that's about 15 feet tall here. No. Yeah. And you guys just continue for maybe another 50 or 60 feet. Lando, all jokes aside, seriously, if you do fall asleep at some point, it's okay. No biggie. What'd you get, Ro?
18.
Oh, you know these symbols. You don't know what they are or where they come from, but you've seen them before in the illusory geometries involved in Janice's spellcasting. These shapes have shown up before in Janice's spellcasting. You've never seen them anywhere else, but you recognize them from that. And as you guys walk for maybe 50 or 60 feet down this hallway, eventually you reach another staircase that goes down at a pretty steep angle for about 20 feet. And it opens up into a really large chamber, maybe another 60 or 70 feet long, maybe 80. And it's maybe 50 feet high. Huge underground stone chamber. And in front of you all is a high vaulted ceiling, smooth store, wide room. And it's not what's on the floor in front of you. There are complex geometric designs carved into tile below. But as you all look up, there are 8 pillars in shapes supporting kind of like an elevated sort of balcony walkway with a stone railing all around it. And at the end of the room, there is a vast stone pillar, maybe 30 feet across, going all the way up above this raised walkway to the ceiling, and all the way below a lip downward into the floor that you can't see past. And there is a stone floating staircase around the base of the pillar that leads up to this walkway. But the really astounding thing is that this chamber is lit. Your magical sources of light are not necessary. There's light here. And given how old this temple is, it must be arcane to be burning. As you all look up, there are orbs of light at the ceiling of the room. To be specific, there are 6 of them. There's one very large, bright white one in the center, slowly rotating. That's bright enough to light the whole room pretty brightly. And then at different distances, there are other orbs of light, slightly different sizes, slightly different colors, just kind of rotating around it in a smooth, lazy pattern around the ceiling, and they're just lighting the space of the room.
I want to continue up into that, up that staircase and
to that balcony area?
Yeah.
Okay. Does everyone join Craig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys walk outward, and as you get to the end of that space, at the end of the room, below where you get to that pillar and that walkway, there's a drop. And it is just in dark pitfall. And you cannot see the bottom of how far it is as you hold your sources of light over the edge. In fact, the light cast down from the ceiling, you can't see a bottom. But there is a stone walkway with railing at either edge that you can walk outward to the edge of this floating staircase. A lot of trust in this room. But you all are skilled and have good senses of balance, so you walk across the platform and you go up stone staircase, and as you guys rise up, there's a to everything.
Can I drop something down?
Sure. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna get a
You have a lot of rocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a rock down.
Okay. You pick up a rock and it goes.
Okay, so not a splash.
Give me a sciences check. That's under intelligence. Just give me an intelligence check. We'll go over the custom checks later. It's not a big deal.
It's a 15.
Wow. Okay, Craig. Okay, Craig.
I'm telling you, it's the metal dice. I don't have this with anything else.
If you had to guess, Merry Christmas, buddy. 10. Oh, wait.
You should use your magic sense.
6, 7, 8, 9.
What?
You should use your ability where you can sense magic, Craig.
If you had to guess, Craig, somewhere in the ballpark of 150, 200 foot drop.
Oh my gosh. But I didn't hear a splash, so you guys don't drop the orb down there. It might break.
You guys continue up the stone staircase.
We made it. You dropped the orb, so you're like, shit.
You just hear old go, "Oh, my spleen! I'm blind."
That was Shkaboober. Sorry, guys.
12 eyes
Shkaboober comes
now.
climbing down the pillar. You have fallen into my trap. As you guys climb up this stone pillar, there's a strange grooved pattern in the side. Looks a lot like the pattern on the trees, but more generalized and smooth. Not sure what that's about. But as you get all the way up, you walk out onto this balcony. You get closer to these floating orbs. They are gorgeous, and they're all slightly different tones. The one in the middle is bright white. The others are kind of like dimmer, different colors. Not extravagant, all different hues of white, but some of them almost kind of a tan, some of them kind of blue. And some of them have swirling, rotating patterns on them, and they maintain a very like consistent pattern of rotation, but all slightly off from each other, and they're just kind of all moving around that central orb. And as you guys get up there and walk onto that platform, oh wow. Okay, carved into the floor here are, there are 5 ornate, intricate circles carved into this space. Huge. Each like 12 feet across. They are outlined in incredible detail, orchestrated into powerful, incredibly intricate shapes of magical geometries with many glyphic symbols. More of that pattern and glyphic lettering from that language you don't recognize, Ro. But Ro, you don't need an Arcana check to recognize these. These are teleportation circles.
I was going to say, it's a teleportation circle.
They are all inlaid with many precious metals, sheets of gemstone, and laced with esoteric conjurational glyphs. And these exceed the complexity and lavish grandeur and design of any you have ever seen, Ro.
So these circles, did you say they're like lined up?
They're
like
all kind
1,
of
2,
like in
3, 4,
circles.
5?
Like they're arranged in a big circle pattern. There's 5 of them.
So there's
And
5
at the
teleportation
bottom,
circles.
yes, and at the bottom of all of them is writing, labeling each, it appears, in gold lettering inlaid into the floor, and you do not recognize the language.
I look over at Bazz and I say, Balls, do you know this language that's on the ground?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen it plenty of times.
Bazz, you take a look, you have no idea what that is. And I'll save the time, everyone between all of you, you do not recognize this language. It's different than the other one.
It's not Dwarven.
It's a cousin to Dwarven.
No, it's not.
It's a distant
cousin.
That's way cooler than Dwarven. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's a distant cousin.
But you see the circles. And Ro, with keen mind, you can memorize them. And if you like, you can add them to your list.
Yeah, that's
know
what I was about to ask.
Where they go, but give me an Arcana check.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
And I didn't need to because the second roll I got was a 3. But luckily I have a plus 10 to Arcana, so that's a dirty 20.
Sick.
Hey, dude.
Gosh.
There are 5 sending nodes and 1 receiving node.
Oh.
So the first circle
Wait.
you pass by.
I thought there were only 5.
There are 4 sending nodes
Circle.
and 1 receiving.
Okay.
The first one that you pass by is inlaid in alternating bands of gold and bronze, and it is inlaid with thick sheets of emerald. The next is inlaid with platinum and mother of pearl.
Oh my gosh.
The next is inlaid with gold and silver alternating in labradorite sheets, make up the interstitial space. And this one is heavily fractured down the middle.
Oh.
It looks broken, as if inoperable. The next, entirely inlaid with rose gold, and the sheets of gemstone in between are green sapphire. And then the last is inlaid with a metal you don't recognize, of a sort of... Craig, give me that stone cutting check. This is going to be a high DC, buddy. A silvery metal and amethyst stone is the sheet.
Well, I got a 2, so that,
Make it
really helps. Huh?
Make it at advantage.
Guidance.
Guidance.
So what do I roll for guidance?
D4.
A second D20.
Add
So
7.
that's a 4. And then, so wait, 13 plus 4 is 17 plus 7 is 24. I do math.
Rock.
Greg? DC 22.
Really?
This is palladium.
Hey, that's palladium.
This is an incredibly rare, highly magically conductive metal that you've seen a couple times in your whole life.
I like
Relay that.
There's a good ballroom made out of this stuff.
definitely consider
Gloss.
chipping away at
Do I
these
know
things.
which one is the receiving one?
Yes, it is the cracked one.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So you can leave, but you can never come back. So it's like a reverse Hotel California.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
No, you are aware that the way that the other 4 work, you could use them to come back as well.
Oh.
But their primary function is to send outward.
Just want to.
So silly. Any more information, DM boy?
Gretta attempts a legend lore, and it does not work because of the
legend.
enchantment over the forest. The divination is blocked.
Oof. Big oof, legend.
Big oof. And then Abby goes, and then she bites Micah.
She scampered around.
Probably. I laugh, Are there any more doorways and
Oh, I mean, that spiral staircase goes down.
Let's go down, gang.
are there any more? Did we see any more? Like, is it just like these were the only options of travel in this area space?
Well, and then on that other side of that original narthex chamber, you could have gone down that switchback staircase.
What
Let's
was
go
the? Sorry, I'm writing them down. What was
Yeah.
the first one? It was emerald and what?
The first was, and also we can go over this later if you need it, but
Yeah.
the first one was emerald with alternating gold and bronze.
Okay.
Why 5?
Well, you gather, looks like they all lead to different locations. Like they're specifically connected to other circles, as Ro can explain with her understanding of the spell. And this is some powerful conjuration, Ro. This is scratching right up at the tip top of what you've been learning and understanding, even after all your experience. And these are of a quality and complexity you've never seen. I mean, if you had to guess, prowess, power, and wealth of the old ones.
You had to be really rich for this.
I was gonna ask, are these like?
Craig, you're aware from your mining experience, each one of these circles has to be in materials, labor aside, just materials, especially like the platinum and the mother of pearl, like the cheapest of these circles you would estimate roughly from your experience, not a jeweler, but like the cheapest is probably like 12,000 gold in total materials, but the most expensive is probably pushing 30.
Holy, oh my god.
Each one of these is a small fortune.
Hey guys, if we're dealing with somebody, they have enough money to like send an army and like kill us. I don't know, just something like that.
Yeah,
Well?
just look stunned. What were you saying, bro?
Can I
Warlock.
say, like, would I be able to write, even though I don't know the
You
language?
can copy the symbology.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You don't recognize it, but you
Okay.
can totally copy it.
And then also, would I know like how old these are? Like, do these look like they've been here along with the whole thing, or do they look like they're newer?
Nothing in here looks new, but you also can't find any dust anywhere.
Interesting.
Logic would stand to reason that this place is very old, but
They have a Roomba.
and then
That's funny.
DJ Roomba.
There's like a cat sitting on it. Like
it's a very old cat. What y'all doing?
I'd like to go look at the other staircase.
So you all are real troopers because I understand how hard you're fighting. So just checking, Craig. I'm not leading you one direction or another. Are you going back down Are you going down the deep hole in the big pillar, or are you going back across and then across the narthex and down the switchback staircase the other way? You can. One is not better than the other. I'm just checking which one you mean.
Let's go to the switchback staircase.
Okay. So Craig travels back down that massive pillar, back across the walkway, and begins returning the way you all came. Do you all join him?
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes things a lot easier if you guys all stick together. So
Yeah.
you go all
That's
the
what
way
I figured.
across, and this is a good bit of walking. You guys are getting a little cardio in, but you do it all the time. And as you get back to the switchback staircase, 1 floor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flights of stairs later, you get all the way down to a shorter hallway, more of that gorgeous simple black stone, and it leads to a door. The door is a frame of metal. Craig, a metal you don't recognize. And it has relieved in it in stained glass a mural. The mural depicts a vague tiefling woman reading a scroll, which you can see lit up from the magical sources of light you all have with you, who appears to be... It's abstract, but she's reading a scroll, walking through clouds with a blue sky background behind her. And it's the metal wall is kind of like divided in the center. It looks like the doors could maybe push apart, possibly. And in more of that language you don't recognize, not the magical symbol one all over, but just a language you don't recognize. There is text written all along the barrier's trim.
I want to push open the doors.
Okay, so Craig, you put your hands on it. They don't budge.
Hey, didn't we have a key one time that could open any lock?
Oh, that's right. And I just chime.
Boom. Does that work automatically, or do you have to roll something?
No, it just works.
Okay.
Wait, what key is this? Is this the one that
Bazz has a chime of opening?
I didn't know that.
You reserve the right for it not to work in very
right.
circumstances.
But this is a powerful enchantment. So here's what I'm going to say. Because I don't want to say it. It just doesn't work. So Bazz, you pull out the chime and you ding, and the sound is low, but it goes ding 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 ding, and like sort of rings outward. And then as it does, there's like this flash, and all the lights at the edge, all the letters like kind of light up. And you watch as they all kind of shift for a moment in illusion that lifts off of them, and they kind of translate themselves into common. And Bazz, you put together that the chime is working powerfully against an incredibly strong abjuration on this door to keep it closed, but that the chime is powerful enough that it is providing you the magic necessary to interpret it. And all the language shifts into illusory writing in common that you can read, and you get the feeling that solving this language of some sort opens the door. So the chime is doing its job magically. And you watch as it sort of like shimmers down the center, and the doors kind of shake a little bit, and you get the feeling that like the abjuration has been weakened somehow. And the writing on the edges says, "We are all keepers of treasure without material. We are all gardeners, our gardens without soil. We are all explorers, our paths without steps. We keep, we tend, we explore."
It's a riddle?
Or something of the nature.
How do we figure...
And I did not mean to be throwing this at you when you guys were exhausted.
Can you read it one more time for
as
me?
many times as you guys want. We are all keepers of treasure without... And the mural is depicting a tiefling woman reading a scroll, walking through clouds. And it says, "We are all keepers of treasure without material. We are all gardeners of gardens without soil. We are all explorers, our paths without steps. We keep, we tend, we explore." And it's a woman reading a scroll. And at the very base of the door, there's a trim left blank with no word engraved.
I guess we gotta figure out who it is.
Or maybe what concept might be described by the...
That's what I mean, like
that.
But like, who is the we?
Or maybe the what? The concept.
The what?
You get the feeling. The chime rings back and goes, the concept.
We have to figure out what the concept is, Craig.
Tieflings.
Craig says tieflings and the doors kind of shake and don't do anything.
What's the third one? We're gardeners without soil. We're what?
We're keepers of treasure without material. Explorers without steps. We keep, we tend, we explore. So whatever this is, it's something you keep, something you tend, something you explore. You can keep it without needing... It's a treasure you can keep without any material. It's a garden you can tend without any soil. And it's a path you can explore without any steps.
A treadmill.
Love?
Wildly, except for the material one, that is... Other than that, that is correct.
Maker didn't think about that.
Also, this is neither here nor there, but it does a lot for me. The exact order that you guys went in, that you went into the teleportation chamber room, went back and are coming this way, that's the perfect order to go in. There's no right, but that really, it works very well narratively.
I can't figure it out.
Wait, so do you guys think that, like, are we supposed to speak out something?
You get the feeling you're supposed to speak out something.
I think you're supposed to hold it in your heart.
We all have faith?
Okay, you utter the word faith, and the doors just sort of like... They don't open.
Love?
I'm assuming it's
Pixie dust. No, I'm just kidding. I I'm kidding.
I wonder if we have a
I didn't
number of
actually
tries.
say. I didn't say Pixie does.
Nothing. As you all guess, nothing is changing about the door.
So
But
it's
actually,
key-
Craig, as you pay attention, the light keeps flashing in the middle, like it's trying to reseal itself, and that sort of illusory color from the chime keeps working. Like if Bazz hadn't used the chime, maybe everyone you had gotten wrong would be sealing the door further, but the chime is kind of preventing that abjuration. So it's not automatically open the doors, but it's doing a lot right now.
Yeah, so let's stop just throwing out answers. Let's wait. Let's.
You get the feeling that it works in such a way that you guys could totally discuss it
All
without
right.
getting in any trouble.
Okay.
Just when you say it to the door, it's when it works.
Guys,
I'm
don't
not
say
gonna
anything to the door. We say things together to the door, okay?
Okay, so it's
So it's gardeners without steps, treasure hunters with no treasure.
No.
Treadmills with
We're
no
all
mill.
keepers. We're all keepers of treasure, gardeners without soil, explorers without steps. We keep, we tend, we explore. So,
And you see the
is it
woman
what are we?
reading the scroll. And you get the feeling that it's a concept,
not. Yeah.
not a person. You're not trying to identify
Do you
the
guys-
figure. Trying to
Do you guys-
identify what it is she keeps, what it is she gardens, what it is she explores.
Do you guys?
It's like
What,
something with like
Craig?
reading.
Do you think
or
it would be like adventure, or
an adventurer?
I don't
It's
know.
a concept.
No, because
You get the feeling that it's a concept and not the title of a person.
What is a concept?
Wisdom.
Boss just like spaces out.
We tend, we explore.
Tails just scratching his head. Gretta's furiously flipping through notes and going.
Oh my goodness.
I have a question,
Yes.
a suggestion. Why don't we take this with us and come back on the next episode?
Would you like to end the session now?
I don't think we are going to solve it tonight.
I don't know. I wanna
Says
try some
you.
more times.
Yeah,
We
I
can
want to
keep trying, but
Give me a second.
And then
Like,
Gretta casts enhance ability on Ro and Craig. And she
Okay.
gives you...
What does that
I don't
do
remember
for us?
which one is intelligence, but she gives you Aardvark's intelligence. And you have advantage on intelligence checks.
I have a -1 on intelligence.
Do have advantage.
But why
So
would you give it to me?
Wait,
and
why would
not
that help
Bazz?
It's
though?
Greta.
Why would that help though? I'm not doing a check.
Never mind.
He's
No, I'm
trying to-
asking,
when
why
the
would that
DM is
Trying
offering
so
you a
hard to
gift,
help.
No,
when he
I
offers
want
you
the
a
help.
gift,
I
you
just
say yes.
Jackie
my
said,
lord."
shut up. I don't need your help.
Okay.
no. Okay, so do I roll? Like what?
Can I deepest insight on the tiefling woman in the picture?
Absolutely. So here's what happens. Ro rolls an intelligence check.
Yeah,
At
that's what I was
advantage.
doing.
And
I was making
Craig
a
looks at the
joke.
door and
I'm
goes,
not. I'm not
His
actually
veins pulse.
trying.
And Craig, you get the feeling it's a door.
That's a 23 a 23 intelligence check.
Okay, Ro. As you ponder over this, you get the feeling that there is great context within the mural. That something about this tiefling woman, that her features are left vague for the point of trying not to focus so hard on her identity. Maybe even the background is more metaphorical and symbolic than anything. But the scroll she's reading, there's importance about the scroll. That there's something about what the scroll holds, what it pertains, what it can communicate. And as Craig goes, knowledge, this little light flares below the door with the common illusory word for knowledge, and the door goes.
Are you serious? Did I just get it?
Craig wins.
And the door slides sideways, which you've never seen. And Craig, you solve the riddle that no one else could.
Hey,
Job, Craig. That
-1 intelligence, and I didn't have to roll a check.
Knowledge. Ty Lopez. I'm just sitting my.
Hey, do I get a +0 knowledge?
Inspiration.
Okay, I'd rather have a plus
Your
dot.
ability score does not
Knowledge.
permanently change. But you do get
But she literally
I
guessed
love
knowledge.
the confidence to ask.
I really want to be smarter.
Damn, do I level up?
I cast level up.
As you all move beyond the doorway, you all walk into a shockingly grand space. This place is challenging because even from the light of both of your instruments, you can only take in portions of it at a time. The ceiling is a height you can't recognize. The room is wide, but standing within it is a surprisingly stark space. The only real structures you can recognize are 10 55-foot tall rectangular stone towers. They're these broad, smooth, dark towers of stone, and from the back of each, you don't recognize them, but as you look across the way, there's an elevated conical stone like dais in the center with rail guarding on it, and you see past that on the inside of one of these towers that all face in a circular pattern toward each other. That each one of them, climbing 6 stories upward, are gigantic shelves housing thousands upon thousands of scrolls, texts, and tomes.
Oh my gosh.
The pattern, nature, and quality of these texts is dizzying, with many sealed in metal casings or carefully bound in leathers so fine you don't recognize them. Importantly, this entire library, sealed here for however many millennia, is entirely unlit. It's just dark.
Landon, it's the bunker from Supernatural.
What?
It's the bunker from Supernatural.
I don't know what that is.
Abby's.
Yes, you do.
She wasn't.
I'm doing this session for Abby to miss. Just wait.
Oh my gosh. Well.
Sorry, Abby. You should listen back to these
episodes. Are there any torches or anything on the walls to light, or?
Nope. You get the feeling that this room was once arcanely lit and that the enchantment has just gone out.
I asked Tello if he's got any torches.
I'm not the one who went out. Shoot, yeah, let's go, dude. Tello goes, oh man, they sure don't. And then Craig holds up his magical sword that casts a bunch of light.
I investigate for water.
You don't find it.
For
but
water.
You know, Craig, roll me an investigation check. And you're just feeling particularly clever right now. So for a reason I can't put my finger on, do it at advantage.
My options are
Wait,
3
you
or
still
0.
have enhance ability, so you still get. Oh man. Okay. You
3 or
find
0.
water. It's dry in here, and then you go. Makes sense. Books.
They don't want moldy books.
I want to do an investigation check for the coolest looking shelf of
Do it.
stuff in the room.
Do it.
Is this gonna be like when Harry Potter, where there's that one book that tries to eat him?
A restricted section.
It's like the furry.
That's a 14.
Wouldn't have gone with a furry, but sure.
Oh man.
Or as you look around, I mean, there are so many captivating books here, but you do spy an interesting one. Actually, a couple pop out to you. There are a handful on the lower shelves that are pulled out, like they were put in or out more recently. And then, as you look around, you also notice higher up, there's a dark black thin kind of like journal poking out. And then also what catches your eye is the only scroll. A number of them are housed in metal casings, so there's some reflectiveness, but there is one all the way up at the top of one of these shelves, like 60 feet up, that is reflecting from the brilliant precious metals dressed on its binding, reflecting off of Craig's sword. Looks incredible.
How big is this?
And as you
scroll?
investigate the room,
Okay.
you go, oh man, there sure is something interesting on this central raised dais platform. And as you walk up to it, there's this raised platform with a circular rail of stone 8 feet across. Around the perimeter of the rail are carved abstract equations of manipulating... Oh, excuse me, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
You got too excited.
Yep. Guys, I've been writing
that's
this
a
session for 2 months.
23. That's the 23.
Thank you guys so much for playing D&D with me and for sticking through this long session. 23. Oh, these are transmutation glyphs. And Ro, you like trim and read the edges? Oh, shoot. This platform, you've seen sort of similar concepts to it before. You feel like if you could correctly interpret the sequence of glyphs for this platform, which you have, you see how they could be reverse engineered. Kind of like you did that time with Bazz's staff. If you could play it correctly through that translation of bardic uses and present out their geometries, you bet that this platform floats. And then it can be directed to navigate around these shells.
Oh my gosh.
And Ro, you sit there and you toy with it in your notes for a little bit. Oh, you get the song structure. Also, Gretta is foaming at the mouth and violently writhing on the floor, chanting.
She's probably going to be rolling around on the ground as it's moving.
She's licking 4 books. She's so excited.
Can I say, I'm looking specifically for books that have notes in them or writings.
Give me an investigation check. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Huh?
It's all investigation. I'm so sorry, but you still have advantage. Ro, do you play the sequence?
Yes.
What'd you get, Craig?
18.
Oh, dude. We're going to come back to that. I got stuff for you. I have got stuff for you.
Do I need to do a performance check?
No.
Okay.
You've already passed the Arcana check. So, Ro, as you play out these notes, it's much less like the songs you know to play. It's much more structural and technical. Like the difference between someone who plays a genre of music common to today suddenly stumbling upon, like, Michael Hayden and playing a single notes portion of one of his refrains. And so as you like the glyphic geometries light up off of your lute and light up the edge and the platform and lifts up, and you and Craig can be on it. And as you strum chords, the platform is directed in different heights and 3-dimensional movement in space up to the books you all look for. And with your different successful investigation checks, you all pull out the following. Craig, looking for texts with notes in them. You pull out a small brown journal, which from brief investigation appears to be a personal journal belonging to Hyundine, the Archdruid. You also pull out a journal appearing to have belonged to an Archpriestess Telly that you don't recognize, which has a folded, older, like vellum. Vellum is like a parchment made from like thin strips of leather, folded into the middle of that text. As well as somewhere in that final testaments, you also find a piece of very old cracked parchment, also folded into a different section. So it's a journal with different other important pages of documents pushed into it. So you find those 2 journals. Ro, and you find a 3rd journal. You guys are looking around this bookcase for 20 minutes, half an hour. You find an archaic text, every inch of it cracked and maligned, looking so incredibly aged. And it's written in a language you don't know how to read, but it looks ancient. Ro,
does it look like the same language that's been on everything else?
It does look like the same language that's been on.
Dang it.
Ro.
Yeah.
You pull out.
Do I pull out that little black journal and the scroll up
slip
there?
Of black journal,
okay.
And you pull up the incredibly inlaid tome at the top. We're going to go through these one by one because there's a lot here. And Gretta is going to realize, in preparation for what she might find, she prepared Comprehend Languages, and she casts it on Craig and on Ro, and you all have the ability to read whatever language this is.
Thank you, Gretta.
Because gosh dang it, I don't want you guys to not get this stuff. So, Craig, first you pull out the surviving entries from Hyundine's journal. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go through these with you all, but they can be hefty, and they're a lot. So I'm also going to send each of these documents.
Oh my gosh!
In the lore and reference to go back over later.
Oh my goodness.
So, guys, this is like 7 months of preparation.
Oh my gosh!
I'm so excited. Thank you for doing this with me. I love you all so much. This is my love language. Okay. Give me a second as I upload each of these. Also, it's going to be so tempting. I need you all to not read or look at any of the documents before I go through them with you all.
Okay.
Like, don't even go to the lore and reference channel yet.
Okay.
This needs to happen one by one.
I literally can't. My phone's being used as a camera.
Jackie, I need you to use self-control.
I don't have Discord.
Yeah. My hands are up here. My hands are up here.
From Hyundine's journal, Craig, you begin reading. 3172 PF, a dating scale you don't recognize. Caladron 23. The reports were not false. Not that I should have ever suspect Osgo of a shred of dishonesty or uncertainty. His scouting has been corroborated with my own eyes. The North Peaks have donned a forest gown in their lowest altitudes, far before their due. Zedge's wilds have never asked my permission that they should do as they would, and I should not be surprised that this wondrous land would hold more mysteries. Still, so many dawns and dusks have I wandered these prairies and forests, shores and valleys, and for these years and seasons have never so greatly tread beyond their borders. Actually, hold on. Okay, here's what we're going to do. This is killing me to do, but I need to do what's best for the session and for the listener and for everyone. That's a 6-page document. I'm not going to read it all right now to you, but it looks like these are surviving entries from Hyundine, the Archdruid. And Craig, you get the feeling that sitting down and reading them later, which can absolutely happen next session, or in between, or in an independent recording I make for the patrons and put on Patreon, we will go through all these documents in detail, but I realize if I read them all right now, I just realized we're going to be here for 3 more hours, and that's wrong, and I'm not going to do that. You could do this, Zach. Okay, so Craig, you skim through this journal, and you get the feeling that it would be incredibly worth reading at a later date, but that essentially, that these are entries from the last however many years of Hyundine's final stand watching over Zedge, and that in these is his slow realization of Yepin's coming, and the final entries before his death.
Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
You then open Final Testaments of Archpriestess Telly. As you read through it, you get the feeling that this woman was the archpriestess over the Church of Saloon in the period when Yepin first came to Zedge and laid waste to everything. And that gives her account. And you get the feeling that would be very worth reading at a different time. I promise, listener, if it sounds like, Zach, what are you doing? You're skipping over the best stuff.
Gosh.
I'm not even.
All right, I have a question just real quick about that. When you say when he first came, would that be, I know like Ro doesn't know this, would that be like the North Storm?
Yes.
That we, okay.
Yes.
So that would have been the account. Okay.
But within that book, Craig, on the vellum sheet, you find a text inlaid, Final Orders of Gwalna Ondar, Commander of the Old Guard in the West.
Wait, what?
This says,
What?
3243 PF, Bjalkaneth 2. The North Storm rides upon, screaming on the winds. He shall be upon us by day's end. Our command stands fast, but for this foul foe we are no match. We have attempted to use Alcagra's flame tongue. And then, Craig, you go, flame tongue. That's a magical sword that Ehmund Kai has. Interesting connection there. Blessed by the clerics upon the monstrosity, but the North Storm has drawn from the deep well in the north. Don't know what a deep well is. That sounds interesting. No, wait, you do know what a deep well is. The deep wells are the fundamental source of deep magic from which all the well springs are drawn. There must be a location in which one can be found. When we attempted this banishment with the relic of the old flame, the tyrant cast a spell against us and deflected the magic of the blade. Our forces are crushed in the north, and we have fled to our furthest battlements as countless lay down their lives to impede his ingress. It is no longer my responsibility to bring their shields to their families and hail them the rights of the old guard, for none could recount the names of these slain.
Oh my gosh.
How I long for the ancient days of which I have read in the texts of the old ones, when some noble worm of our own would rise up and slay this terrible coward. So apparently at some previous time, there were dragons who fought with the old ones against such terrors. Which reflects what you all have seen in the vision that Gretta provided from the crater. So this person must be a part of an an order, apparently the Old Guard, that was descendant from the time of the Old Ones.
What did you say the name was?
Gwalna Ondar, commander of the Old Guard in the West. Trust me.
How do you? No.
Gwalna Andar. Gotta keep going.
Oh, I was thinking Ndar, like Tello.
As we falter, the Archpriestess has ordered the blade be sent east to the Crystal Cathedral of Saloon. There, the survivors of the Old Guard will abscond our remaining armaments and hide away within the tunnels of the Ghosk. These soldiers have been ordered to provide all other magical boons and artifacts to our allies in the Order of Saloon. Hopefully, the spirit of our work shall be carried forward in their efforts. Should any members of our Old Guard endure, or another rise up by the will of the Maker, they are urged to return the flame tongue to the wellspring, deep into the heart of the Westwood. Should you, some last remnant who may be reading, take up our shield, again, slay the tyrant of ice and hate. Protect the Zegians and all the world from Yepin's bitter malice, and do not mistake his patience for apathy. He lusts for the power of the wellspring and will raise Zedge one more time to have it for himself. Gwalna Undar, commander of the Old Guard in the West.
Wow.
And Craig, on the other folded sheet of ancient paper, no, on the vellum itself, you pull out a text entitled Oath of the Old Guard. And this is written, that other one was written in an old dialect of Common, but you could read that. This, you need the comprehend languages for. This is written in whatever that other language is. And it says, Oath of the Old Guard. I take up my shield against the pervading shadows. To the ever-encroaching dark do I draw my blade and illuminate hope. Should all else fall, still shall I stand. Ever shall I stand. This is the first stanza. Second, with hope I bear the first flame. With force of will I strike the forge of creation. With my all I defend the wellsprings in their life. Third stanza. On the shore of my shield shall the ocean of tyranny break. The edge of my weapon is a horizon of new hope. I will drink of truth with my hands and feet. I speak of peace. Fourth stanza. My legacy are the unforgotten. May my inheritance be the hearts of those in need. May I pass with blade in hand and heart upon lips. Final stanza. I am the Old Guard. Today I stand anew. Tomorrow peace is in view. And this is inscribed on this text.
Okay, wait. I know this was really quick.
Yeah.
You made that.
Girl, hold on.
You made that.
Girl, hold on.
Oh my gosh.
From the very ancient journal that you pull out and can now read, it is entitled Death Song. It is a very dense. It's what is it? It's 4 pages, but it's a very dense 4 pages. I really want to read it, but we have bigger fish to fry, and I can't believe I'm saying that.
Oh my gosh.
So we will go over this next session.
Oh my gosh.
But
so I can't read it in lore?
Oh, absolutely. You can read it in between.
Okay.
I will provide it to the listeners for the independent recording on Patreon, or we will go over it next session. It is very worth reading, but we have to get something more important. Okay. You all also find the slim black journal.
Oh, it actually exists.
You all find this slim black journal.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This one here.
Wait, what?
And Jackie, I'm going to send you pictures of it in Discord.
I feel wired.
You can go look at these pictures if you want. Don't read the names of the documents above. Micah?
I did not catch that.
Craig, as you and Ro and Bazz examine the small black booklet, you find that it is ruined. It is burned with fire. It is torn and shredded. There is a knife jab going through the center of the book, which is true of the booklet Micah is holding. It has been ripped, it has been stabbed, and it has been burned with fire. And in it are scribes of text, all written in languages you don't recognize until the last entries, which are in Common, but in a writing and scribbling of Common so violent and indiscernible, they're hard to tell themselves. But that there's that older language behind that you have trouble even discerning. But with careful study and notice, you all read the following. Actually, could I see it back?
Can I read it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, do we comprehend all of it because of comprehend languages?
I don't care. You do. Go for it.
Okay. I more quiet than snow.
Oh, that's Bloodsong 1. So it just starts with more quiet than snow.
Oh.
So there's a title at the top that's like 1. Bloodsong 1.
Oh, 1. Sorry. More quiet than snow, even louder than thunder, to this new one's blood. Their souls will all sunder.
Which means to be pulled under.
Feel the mesh as it breaks, as it bends. Did I say mesh? Flesh.
Feel the flesh.
As it bends. Feel the flesh as it meets its mortal end. It will hunt you down. It will sniff you out. It will hear you as you scream your final bout. I like to think that Craig making mistakes in reading is very
absolutely
accurate. Okay. Ooh, it is death, and it is more quiet than snow. Dude, the writing on this is so cool.
I know how difficult this is going to get to read.
Is
and you all recognize as you read this that the writing gets more and more manic and indiscernible as it goes. I mean, later chapters are
Can I see?
like this.
Oh my gosh.
Let me see. I can see.
Just throw it back to me, Requi, because this one I'm going to read.
Oh my gosh.
Is this Shista's journal?
When did you make this?
Over the last 4 months. Hold on, guys. It's going to get a lot more wild. This is months of preparation. Okay. You then read Bloodsong 4. To the firstborn fold and sowers of the final faith, the great dragon shall raise them all. Raise to destroy. Fall as snow, my allies in arms. And... Technabbit, I'm going to need my translation document. Okay. So, Bloodsong 4. Fall as snow, my... Oh, never mind. I have it typed up. Okay, whoever wants to see it and read it. You guys can pass it along, share. Fall as snow, my allies in arms and contrition. Blanket their world and snuff their dim flame. Deafen them with the thunder of our cry. We taste with our own eyes the sweet sight of their flesh broken. Crimson rivers shall reseed the world anew. We will witness their mortal ends at the birth of what is new. Acolytes of absolution, atonement in breaking. We will minister their agony. We shall ordain their apocalypse. He will find them. His breath is heated on their necks. He will see their blood-stained steps and the tread of history. The scent of their fear is ever fresh upon his tongue. The litany of their injustices is the requiem of his roar. Their screams are ever upon his ears. He is reckoning. He is resolution, reformation. He is death. And as the world is painted in the bleached veil of winter's cold, he will redress Yalabrin with the hues of their bleeding. Signed, a bloodied one. Freedom in flame, rebirth in blood. Then there comes Bloodsong 17. So apparently many of these have been torn out. To the siblings of the last fight and the family of the last faith, the bloodied one will raise them all to Ashenstone. And you all get the feeling that there's a similar moniker beginning every single one of these, but it's changing a little bit. And the handwriting of each passage is different. You get the feeling that these have been written over years, generations, who knows how long. And you all can give me a religion check. Very low DC. Greg, you actually can too. And Bazz, if you want.
That's going to be a 26.
Holy crap.
I'm using my inspiration.
Do it, dude. Actually, before you use your inspiration, know that it's DC 10.
Yeah, I had a 4.
Okay.
So this is a 13.
Okay, sick, dude. You all know the term bloodied one. That's been used for Zorgrim.
That's what I figured.
These texts are from, apparently, in the days of the old ones, his acolytes.
Is there any dates or anything written on this, like in Hundine's?
None.
Like a PDF or whatever?
So Bloodsong 17. To the siblings of the last fight and the family of the last faith, the bloodied one will raise them all to Ashenstone. He will raise up from among them a choir of hallowed despair. From the hearts of those whom they hold dear, he will compose a discordant note of consummate sorrow, pulled from the lips of their progeny and parentage. Its fever pitch will be the coronating chord which shall hail the birth of the new order. He will sow from among them an ashen harvest, seated in their unmarked graves. He will plant a silence in the vacuum of their silenced lives. A pale tree, marrow and bone, will reach its fingered boughs to the uncaring heavens, and its roots shall grip the foundations of the very hells. deafening shade, resonant with the sonorous sound of stilled tongues of priests and prince alike, will snuff the self-serving sermons of every perverse institution whose foundations rest firmly upon the ignorant and innocent. In the perfect, emptied stillness of God's graves and toppled thrones, a single refrain will eternally utter in their overthrown tyranny: retribution.
Oh my God.
Signed, a bloodied brethren, freedom in flame, rebirth in blood.
So, I'm gathering the bloodied brothers, or are followers of the bloodied one.
Apparently. Blood
so this
Song,
is like a weird little Bible thing for Zorba.
Blood Song 62. To my siblings of our final fight and the keepers of the last faith, our hate king will raise them all to ash.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Such is the thrust of a long-owed wound. Draw your heart's daggers, my siblings. Have your fill, O drinkers of the bleeding. Unsheath your tongues and cut them to their core. Bathe in the dissolution of their fettered faiths, and baptize them in the clarity of bleeding. Rip the silenced from their self-confinement. Cut the opulent from the sinew of their sovereignty. Carve from the visage of their deific indenture the fearful flesh of servitude, and make of their faces the carnage which their apathy owes. We are the change-bringers. We are the bloodied ones. To us is freely given the liberation of destruction. We will inherit the new age. We shall bleed with our own hands to build our own lives. Look to the sky. Watch for the tears of the sun. He will bleed the stars of the horizon. As the edge of our blades, he will stain red the dawn of the new age. From a bloodied sister, freedom in flame, rebirth in blood. And then, Micah, could you toss me the book once more? At the very end of the book, it quits being blood songs. It quits being legible. That last chapter gets really hard to read, and it starts to run into spaces of incredible burn marks, missing information. And it starts to descend into like scribbles and indiscernible writing.
Like 5-year-old trying to write.
But at the very end, the pages turn into nothing but written again and again and again and again and again. Kill them, slay them, destroy them, bleed them, drink them, eat them. And on the last page, it just says hateful. And scribbled into the front of the book is a detailed symbol of a dagger with 2-pronged edges, a sharp point with a fire at the top of its hilt, and kind of like a droplet of blood at the bottom. And then on the last page, drawn manically, is the same symbol, almost indiscernible. And you all put together that this must be the symbol for the bloodied ones.
Oh my gosh.
Have we ever seen this symbol before?
No. You all can just have this. You all have also found the final text.
Is that
Save the best
ornate
for last?
tome?
Yes.
Is that the shiny tome?
Girl, hold on.
Okay.
He's about to tell us, Jackie.
I didn't know if it was the one that he said was way up at the top.
Way up at the top. You all have found a book. It is not bound in leather. It is bound in a thin, flexible metal. A soft, pliable, thin sheet, flexible to either side, that does not bend or break or crack or tear with too much use. Gilded at the edges as firm metal binding and frame is gold that has been mixed and melted in with platinum to create a swirling pattern of either, the quality and make of which you've never witnessed. And it's not just a frame for the book giving it structure. It is gilded with a detail and a craftsmanship you've never witnessed. Inlaid into the front is a title in a language you cannot read, save for the use of your comprehend languages. And there is an incredibly beautiful inlaid title on the front in circular writing, inlaid with gold. And around it are set 10 small gemstones, a number of which correlate to those teleportation circles you saw. And written in that circular pattern on the front is a title reading Osmodraecon.
How you spell that?
OSMODREICON. Osmodraecon. As you flip the front binding over, on the first page, an ancient paper, but incredibly well preserved. This book must be thoroughly enchanted. Also, Landon, I'm not trying to belittle. Seriously, if you fall back asleep, not a problem. Do whatever you got to do.
No, I'm here.
Okay, but seriously, no pressure on anyone. Within the first title, there is inscribed more legibly and less decoratively, Osmodraecon, Volume 5, 2nd edition. Below that, there is text that says, Tome in revision, to be reviewed by Praetorian Viseron. Please see that this edition is reviewed by the Praetorian Council before final publication and submission to the institution. This print acting as the essential manuscript in revision. Signed, Theolia Demodrell. Jackie, I have uploaded this document. You can review it later for all the exact names. You all look through it. And as you look through it, you see... You all have found a number of books in the past containing templates for spells. You have found discs giving spells for clerics. Bazz found an incredibly powerful and rare journal from an archdruid uncovering his life's work. But this is different. Through maybe a half hour of discovery, you all glean together that this is a text summarizing the work of countless of some of the greatest casters of the most powerful and magical age in Yalabrin's history of the Old Ones. That this is a book describing instruction and use of spellcasting to every group of known spellcasters, containing spells for bards, clerics, druids, paladins, rangers, sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards. 43 spells, that is, to be exact. This book outlays the details for how to learn these spells and how to cast them. You all are in ownership of apparently a book and a collection of books known as the Osmodraecons, outlining many of the greatest magical secrets from the age of the Old Ones. And these are spells which you all could likely learn and perform. Perhaps the only ones in modern existence. You all become innately aware that this book is likely one of the most valuable objects in the world, worth an incredible fortune on its own, and two casters themselves, incredibly powerful. I will leave this in the Discord for you all to read, but in brief, allow me to outline some things. For bards, there are the cantrips Bolster and Harrow. There's we're going to skip the list. I'm just going to run through the spells very briefly. The first spell is a spell called Absorb. It is a 3rd level abjuration. With a word of abjurative power, you attempt to nullify the damage of an attack spell cast upon you within range. You all can review the details of these spells at later time, so I'm not boring the reader. Basically, when a damage spell is cast against you, you, as a reaction, expend the spell, rolling damage dice for the attack spell. If the resulting total which you roll exceeds that you force your enemy to roll, all of the damage cast against you is nullified. If your roll total does not exceed the damage rolled against you, the abjuration fails, and you take all the rolled damage. So basically, it's like a counter spell, but its math works differently, so it functions. There's another spell called Alders Effulgent Transportation. It's a 4th level transmutation. Nope, shoot, there's 24 spells in here. No, there's 43 spells in here, excuse me. So I don't have time to go through them with you. We're just going to have to go over them later. I could even do a breakdown on the Patreon, I don't know. But point being, you all learned that there are new spells for every single class, some of the best I've ever come up with. There are 43 spells in here. Also, blowing your mind, in a number of the classes, of the spells outlined for these classes, there is a level of mechanics here that have to deny the in-world knowledge of magical casters, but basically, this book has 10th level spells. Whatever that means. We'll dive into that at a later date. You all have explored the library.
I've never been so disappointed to be a fighter.
Can I read the document that you put in Discord, Zachary?
Girl, do it.
Oh, I already started.
Proceed to
Sorry.
have your mind melt.
I was looking at all those bard spells. Oh my god.
You've seen the majority of it. Would you all like to explore the rest of the temple?
Yes. May Ro put that one in her inventory for now?
It is in your possession.
I'm asking
It's in
player.
your
Okay,
possession.
cool.
You all hold one of the Osmodreicons. If any others
Holy-
should survive.
Holy
This is the only one.
crap.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
what?
So sorry, Abby. We'll send her the document. I'm going to move expediently now. I want to give this some amount of reverence, but I also want to help you guys survive. You move your way back up the library, up the switchback chamber, across the narthex, down the stairs, across the room, through the teleportation chamber, and you start working your way down the grand, immense spiral staircase, the size of the largest tower you've ever seen, down, 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 and down into the floor. As best as you can tell, it stops at 2 levels before reaching a bottom level. Do you stop at each level? You don't have to.
Duh.
Yeah.
Of course.
At the first
What do you think we are?
the first level, there is a detached floating stone walkway up to a small inlet of stairs that you walk up into a narrow squared stone hall, and you all reach a powerful set of thick, dark, or sort of silvery metal doors. Craig, you don't have to make a check. You've beat it in the past. This is adamantine, the strongest metal in the world. And it is covered in powerful arcane glyphs. Ro, you've seen this magic used in the past. This is guarded with arcana. If you can decipher the glyphs on the front, correctly pay back the glyphic pattern, you can enter.
So I gotta do the thing that I did
You
on
can
the
make an arcana
platform,
check
all
if you
right?
like. Also, if anyone
Yeah.
else wants to, they can.
Boy,
I mean, you're not a caster, so you can't. I'm sorry.
oh, that's a nat 20, baby.
What's your total?
Which means that's a 30.
Jeez, Ro.
This may be my best rolled session in
It
a
is.
long
Might
time.
be your best rolled session ever. Ro, through a complex series of discernments, you play a series of notes, and glyphs appear over the door, and this door does not push open. It does not slide out. It raises straight up. Beyond it, a heavier, darker door with more complex series of glyphs. Do you
So I
attempt it?
gotta do it again?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Also, don't roll yet.
Okay.
Gretta recasts enhance ability on you, so you have advantage on all these checks, and she's also giving you guidance on every check. Because
Heck
you know
yeah.
she would. Or if Bazz wants to give guidance, I don't want to take that from him.
I give guidance.
They both slap you.
Okay, so
Craig, you don't go potty.
where is
I'm
my?
so proud of you for
I
staying
can't-
awake. I don't mean it sarcastically.
I couldn't
Also,
find my
also
D4.
okay.
I don't get to double guidance
No,
though, right?
no, no.
Like, yeah, I
No,
didn't
no.
think so. Okay, so that's a 23. So not as good as the 30, but still good.
Ro, with an incredibly complex series of glyphs. And I want to be clear, I'm running through this quickly because though there is great gravity in these moments, I'm trying not to overindulge myself and ruin this for you all. This is a process, like this deciphering is requiring Gretta's help. It's
Yeah.
requiring Bazz's help. You are working on the glyphic series for each
Yeah.
of these doors for like half an hour each. You guys have been in this temple for
Yeah.
like 3 hours already. And eventually, you feel confident, Ro. You play a very complex technical piece. Incredibly, a 2-layered glyphic series in complex geometries lay out. Oh, I created patterns for the teleportation circles I forgot to put in. Okay,
Oh, I
hold on.
can't wait to print all
I
this
would
crap
skip
out.
This, but this is gonna blow your mind. And then I promise we'll get back to this. I'm just gonna send them in the Discord real quick, and then you guys can look at
Yeah.
them. I made these. These
Okay.
are teleportation circles.
Oh my gosh.
So
I
you're
want to
welcome.
color them.
Look at these. They can be printed and they can't be colored.
Yeah.
So if you
Oh,
want to
and-
the Discord, you can see them.
Okay, I know like you don't have to tell me which ones are which right now, but are each one of those do
They
you
each have
have
a
is like
specific correspondence.
this one is the emerald one, this one is the rose gold one, this one is the
Yeah, I've
okay.
been working on this for
Ooh.
almost a year.
thick.
They can be colored.
Yeah, you can print these out and color them.
Coloring pages!
These are the patterns. So like these designs would be inlaid with metal, and then everything in between the patterns would be gemstones.
This is my
And
favorite.
there's glyphic series along the edges. Yes.
Hey,
Also-
patrons. New Barely D&D coloring pages just dropped.
I will be putting these on the Patreon, and while I ask our listeners not to publish them as their own in anything, they are welcome to use this in any of their campaigns or anything they do as references for players for teleportation circles. I can also talk about how I made them. But anyway, back to the thing in our hand. The door slides up, and you all find a
One more
third,
door.
heavier
Yep.
adamantine door with a more complex glyphic series on it. Do you attempt to open it?
Yeah, I can feel Rose like exhaustion almost. Like
Bazz tries to open this one.
You want to make an Arcana check? Gretta
Okay.
also.
Do
She's
I-
just going to burn all her spell slots. You also get enhance ability. It's going to be Arcana checks, and
I'll
she will also
do-
guide you.
and I also give you Bardic Inspiration, which is a
And you
D10
have
now.
Bardic Inspiration D10.
Okay, so enhance ability does what again?
You have it. So you have advantage on this roll. You have guidance on it, and you have Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, so advantage.
Yeah, so Ro is like,
here's how
I'm
this is gonna work.
feeling it.
Here's
I'm
how this is
feeling
gonna
it,
work.
Bazz.
Here's how this is going to work.
You can
Ro
pick it.
can try first, and then Bazz will try.
Okay.
Because there are two different tries, the DC goes up on Bazz's try.
Oh,
But
I can't try
you can
first?
still try it. You can't do it at the same time.
Oh,
Checks repeat.
Well,
the DC
should-
has to increase.
that's okay.
Oh, you can let Bazz go first if you want.
I think
Okay.
I think I'll let Boss go first.
Okay, so Bazz can go first.
For reasons of the session, and I feel like
What was the
character-wise,
last
Ro
DC?
would be like.
For the last door, what was the last DC?
17.
17? Right. And then I have Bardic Inspiration?
So that's a D10.
Yeah, which is
Which
a
is amazing.
D10. Yeah.
$24.
Bazz, what does it look like as you correctly solve this glyphic series?
Let's go, Boss!
I mean, all three of you guys are collaborating and working out the details.
Yeah.
And you all are each interpreting this with a different expertise. Bazz is understanding this
That's
in,
what's so
in
crazy.
patterns of perfect dimensions and Bernoulli circles and mathematical natural patterns. Greta is looking at this in terms of religious catechisms of magical ordinance, and Ro is looking at this like musical mathematical patterns. What does it look like as you solve this, Bazz?
Oh, it's so
Can
beautiful.
you flavor it for me, please?
Absolutely. Bazz, as you work out the pattern, you grip the staff, you place your head to it, and the roots cannot penetrate the stone here, but as they travel up the door, they wrap over the different patterns with their roots, forming the shapes. The little tendrils and myofibrils of the roots develop out. That myofibril's not the word, but they develop out into the symbols themselves, and flowers bloom wherever the geometry should be. As the door and lifts up, you all are opened into a larger chamber. In front of you is a space 30 feet high, 20 feet wide, and standing in front of you is the largest door you've ever seen in your life. A 30-foot tall adamantine door with a 5-tiered glyphic complex series.
Oh my
Standing
gosh.
to it right is an object you have never seen. A metal construct mixed with stone, standing 12 feet tall. It has a broad metal chassis with a central armored chest plate, a symbol of the Maker carved into its chest. Its face is a smooth dome with nothing on it except for a carved faceplate. It is a suit of armor in stone, standing at thousands of pounds. You all have no idea what this is. It looks like a suit of armor or a statue, but it has joints to pivot and move, and it stands guard to one side of the door.
How big is it? Like, how tall is it
12 feet
compared to?
Oh my gosh.
4 feet.
So it's like
4 foot
bigger
wide
than
shoulders.
like. What?
12 feet tall, 4 foot wide shoulders. Each of the hands, balled up in a fist right now, is about the size of you, Ro.
Is it gonna kill us?
Guys, if we do something, is it gonna move? Maybe if we don't get it right.
Ro, you get the feeling you could cast Identify on this.
I'm gonna cast Identify.
I don't want to help you guys out, but I'm trying to keep. I'm gonna try to keep
Yeah.
it even. I promise
No, I
will
get
wrap
you.
up this
I get
session.
you.
We've got a couple more big notes to hit.
Yeah, I cast Identify on this guy.
You identify this as a security golem. This is an artificial construct made by something called an artificer from the age of the old ones. This object is a security machine running on mechanical engineering and magical power. An incredibly powerful instrument meant to stop casters. You get the feeling that this would be an incredibly powerful death machine guarding this vault. You also learn as you identify it that the enchantment failed on it 3,000 years ago and that it has been deactivated for a very long time.
Oh my god.
Wait, it failed on it? So it like stopped
Like the
working,
light
or
in the
someone?
library.
It's not working. You have no idea why.
Okay.
You cannot cast plot, but it's not working.
Okay.
And in front of you stands an
You said-
incredibly powerful door. Would you all like to open it?
Yes, I would like to
Yeah.
open
Cast bonk.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. I want to lift the DM veil just a little bit. If you let Bazz go, you can give him Bardic Inspiration. What is your Arcana modifier?
the door. It is +5.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Mine is +10.
Yours is +10. So the average you're going to roll on a d10 is 5. So mathematically speaking, there is no difference between Ro and Bazz going. Either one of you can attempt this check. Whoever goes, you will have advantage from the help action of all of your allies.
Okay.
You will have guidance. And if Bazz goes, it is either 5 plus his d10, or if Ro goes, it is either plus a flat 10, because she cannot give Bardic Inspiration to herself.
Yeah.
And Bazz, do you have inspiration?
No, I don't.
Jaci, do you have inspiration?
No.
Jaci, play me in parchment shears boulder.
Do you know
Parchment
words?
shears. Okay, ready?
Okay, here we go.
Parchment
Boulder,
parchment,
shears. What?
Bazz, play me in boulder, parchment, shears. Boulder, parchment, shears. Boulder, parchment, shears. That. Bazz has inspiration. Oh, we tied two.
Okay.
Go again, Jaci.
Oh.
Boulder,
Boulder,
parchment, shears.
Parchment, shears.
Bazz has inspiration. Jaci played rock twice. Who would like to go?
So I think I should probably go, since I know Jackie's a +10, but I have inspiration and I can use Bardic Inspiration.
Mathematically speaking.
But if you have inspiration, does that work with
Yes.
advantage?
Zach's
Yes,
like,
it
I'm
does.
10 steps ahead of y'all. Please,
Speaking Bazz.
please catch up.
Zach is saying
Okay.
that Bazz is the best choice right now.
What? No, I didn't say that. I would never interfere.
Ro, do you mind if I take this one? I think I know good big door.
Yeah, I'll inspire you, my guy.
All right.
She says in an accent she's never done before
And
because
so
she's losing her
speaking
mind
clearly,
after all of
you
that
work
arcana.
together on this glyphic series for 45
Yeah.
minutes. Craig, you're bored out of your mind, but maybe you're amazed. I don't want to speak for your character.
I'm looking at them rocks.
What if I biff this, guys?
You got this, boss.
All right.
I believe in you.
That is a 10. I'm going to roll with advantage.
I mean, if we have to try somebody else, then
14
the DC will just go up.
plus
But
10.
Bazz has a 14.
That is...
So that's 24. You said 14 plus 10, right? Or you're getting the roll of the 10.
So that's unnatural 20
Okay.
plus my guidance. That's 24. Plus 5 is 29.
You all work, and you slave at the pattern. Bazz, as you push the crook of the mad prince down, focusing on the structure drawn out for you in great detail in Gretta's journal that you all have studied and derived, arguing and collaborating, the culmination of what for Gretta has been decades of clerical research. Bazz, for you, has been a lifetime of druidic studies. Ro, for you, a lifetime of bardic studies. The roots crawl up the wall, invade the inlay, and in fact, the roots make a 3D pattern of conical concentric glyphic geometries. The fibers aligning until you have created one of the most elaborate sculptures emulating patterns of natural magic. They alight with a shock of emerald green, flowers bloom, and the door shudders to light lifting upward. You all have entered the vault.
The vault.
Beyond the vault's immense guard door, is an imposing and barren chamber of great arms. There are weapon shelves flanking either wall. To the left and right are towering metal display cabinets lined with smaller metal shelves and higher large metal hooks upon which immense weapons could hang. All is now empty, leaving behind dust outlines of what might have been great mighty weapons. A few, possibly at the scale for giants and dragons. There are also large metal drums in different odd shapes, octagonal, hexagonal, etc., feet high and feet across, which have deep slots like a laced quiver. Could one of you either give me an intelligence check or a strategy check? If nobody knows what a strategy check is, we can read that document later. We don't have time.
I know what a strategy check
Give me a
is.
strategy check if you want. Bazz, you can give me intelligence. Craig, give me a charisma check.
I got an 18.
Okay.
That's cocked.
I got a 17.
18.
Okay. Ro and Bazz, you put together what this is very quickly. Craig, you look hot, man. You look dang sexy. You've all both put together that while these are all empty, these would have likely been storage containers for some sort of an ancient magical ammunition. There are more than 50 slots in each drum where long, slender objects may have rested, a few inches across, all empty. So maybe some sort of a powerful arcane bolt or ammunition for a weapon you don't recognize. There could have been held thousands here, now empty. The space is empty with nothing in it. Nothing except for two things. All the way at the back of the vault room, opposite the wall, at the furthest center, there stands a tall, gleaming metal structure, like a cabinet of silvery metal. Craig, immediately, adamantine. Polished adamantine, enchanted adamantine. With a circular handle protruding from the front, kind of like the circular handle on a vault door. At its center of the handle is an arcane glyph outline, acting as a lock.
Do I do an Arcana check?
You can try and break it like you've broken the doors. If you want, you can work together.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to
Do
use
you want?
my. Yeah. Let's try to break it.
Okay. Are you doing it or am I doing
You could
it?
do it.
Or
Sister.
okay, I'm scared.
If we fail
Mathematically-
enough, I'll just use my chime, but I'd rather save that for things.
I do it at advantage, right?
Mm-hmm. And you don't have Bardic Inspiration, but you have Guidance.
That's right.
Bazz
Okay.
and Gro and Greta, sit down. Bazz and Ro and Greta,
Shoot.
sit down and work on this series for a very long time. What?
What? Why are you looking at my toes? They're just toes. Anyways.
What do you get?
24.
And I give a little kiss, too.
You work and you work and you work.
It's the kiss, ain't
And
it?
as you play the most complex and well-structured tune you have ever put to note, Ro, the series is too complicated. The door remains
Dang
locked,
it.
and the vault is not opened.
Crap.
Back up.
You
Time
can
for...
try if you want, Bazz, but the
Bazz,
DC hasn't.
Bazz, you want to give it a go?
I'll give it a go. Let me try to give it a roll.
That means that it's going to be higher than probably 25. It's probably higher than 25.
All right, let's
Since
see.
I didn't break it. Is it even possible for him to get it
Is
if
it
he
Arcana?
rolls?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me another Bardic Inspiration?
Heck yeah. Burrow
You all
Dog
spend
says
another half
Ro in
hour
her
working
voice
on this.
like this.
I don't think I can break it, but I'm going to try.
This may have to be returned to a
Nope.
later date.
It's going to be an unnatural 20. I pull out my chime and I go,
Even with the Bardic
ding.
Inspiration and Guidance?
Yeah,
How many remaining uses of the chime do you have?
3 after this one.
Well,
After
you need to record that.
Yeah.
Bazz, this is an incredibly powerful enchantment. The chime will not automatically open it. However, it still has the capability. Here is what is going to happen. You and I are both going to roll D100s.
Okay.
Whoever gets the higher roll. If I do, the door remains locked. If you do, the chime breaks it and opens it.
Can I
However,
give Bardic Inspiration to
something
his
funny.
100 roll?
succeeding this will require 2 uses of the chime if you require.
Oh, no, I don't do that then.
You don't do it?
No, I'm not going to use 2 uses of it. No.
Okay. You all can always come back to this at a later time with different allies or greater power.
Yeah.
If I were you all, I would take note of this vault to return to it in the future. Whatever you want to do with that. There is one other object in the room. There's one weapon that has not been taken off of the walls. And Landon, I know that might have seemed like a weird ruling now. I know you respect and trust me, but when this is open someday, it'll make sense. There's one other object in the room. One weapon has not been taken. It's been left. And in fact, there is a layer of dust on this one. There is an elegant weapon with equal degrees of reverence and worship poured into its craftsmanship. It is a sword held in dark black leather sheath with a steel cap at the sheath's apex, at which a soft icon of a star has been inlaid in silver. A long, similar leather strap is affixed to either end of the sheath and may be comfortably slung over a shoulder and adjusted to length with a stainless steel buckle. The hilt of the long sword is relatively conventional in design, but beautiful in the simple execution of its masterful crafting. A stainless steel base forms the instrument's handle, pommel, and crossguard. The handle of the hilt is wrapped with a hard, smooth strip of matching black leather without a sign of weathering. The circular pommel is a thin, perfectly cylindrical disc into which a simple but perfectly symmetrical icon of a star has been carved. The crossguard is a linear, thin bar of steel 3 inches wide on each side with a 1/5 of an inch across. The center of the crossguard has a perfect shallow groove on either side, otherwise unadorned. If you all unsheath it, the blade truly catches the eye. The entire blade is plated in a polished silver, which you would imagine too frail a material for a sword. It seems to ever gleam despite its use. The blade is razor sharp at its edges with a shallow, inch-wide groove 2.5 feet up the center of the blade. So there's a groove on either side. It is the central groove that runic dwarven has been elegantly carved, which perfectly smooth in straight lines. The inscription on one side, Craig, you understand, reads, "Of forge and flesh," and on the other side reads, "A final union."
What does that mean?
Does anyone cast Identify on it?
Yeah, I cast
that's
Identify
crazy.
on.
You all identify this as Minister. It is a sword named Minister. And Craig, you put together that what the inscription is saying is that the sword is a minister of the marriage between skin and steel.
What was it? It was a forge and flesh and what?
A final union.
Final union.
That, like, basically the person who named it is saying it is a minister between steel and skin. A final union.
Wow.
So do you kind of become one with it, is what that means?
No, it's a euphemism for killing people with the sword.
Yeah.
Enchantments. The blade is magical and silvered, overcoming magical resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage, as well as the ability of lycanthropes and similar creatures to resist or regenerate from unsilvered weaponry. So basically, this thing really messes up werewolves and vampires. Minister also has a magical boon to attacks with a +1 to both attack and damage rolls. So it's a silvered magical sword with a +1. Minister is also doubly enchanted against certain types of foes, dealing +2 bonus and attack and damage rolls against undead and fiends. The potent enchantment of Minister's keen blade are created not only to slay the foulest foes, but also to focus the resolution of their malfeasance into blessings for others. Minister has 3 charges, which it holds indefinitely once filled. These charges are filled by slaying a monster, undead, or fiend with the sword, and once expended, they are not refilled until a similar slaying. So you can fill the slots by killing monsters, undead, or fiends. Each of these charges may be expended for a single casting of Healing Word as a bonus action. So this sword can heal people.
Wow.
You may expend 1 charge each to cast a spell at first level on each expenditure, or you may expend all 3 charges to cast it at the 3rd level, or second level, and so on. You may only cast the spell at the level concurrent with the number of charges you have.
Wow.
So those skelly guys that we've run into, we could kill them with this thing.
And
Gotcha.
you charge it.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the vault with Rose, arcane knowledge? Yeah. I feel like this is a really stupid question as a player of level 10. But like you couldn't, because of the warding on that door, like you couldn't do something like dimension door into the vault or something, right?
Try,
that'd be bad.
But you get the feeling that this thing is stupid protected.
Yeah, like that would be a dumb thing to
that
try.
Whatever's in here is so important that the old ones who formed it found it that inside the vault it needed to be guarded again.
Holy crap. Okay.
Does anyone take the sword?
How big is this thing?
It's a long sword.
You said.
It's about 4 feet long.
I mean, so that's Rose's size. She can't really pick that up.
It's taller than Rose, to be specific.
Yeah.
I can't really take another weapon, can I?
You can. You can have 6 swords if you want them.
I didn't know that was an option.
There's no limit.
I'm gonna
you
take
can
the sword.
only be attuned to a number of magical weapons equal to your proficiency bonus. But you are not attuned to your limit. You're the only party member who isn't. So if you wanted, you could also attune to this.
I'd be dumb to not take it, so I'm gonna take it.
It would behove you to take it because you can either say, I have 2 magical weapons. One that Star Splinter is the more powerful slaying weapon. It deals more damage. It is, to be clear, one of the strongest weapons in the world. You'll probably never find a better sword. There's 2 better swords, but in the whole world. The other one is more utility. So depending on the specific scenario, Minister might be better. And it's better in a scenario where you think you're going to need to be able to heal your allies. So if you've got a big thing to kill, Star Splinter's probably better. If you have a lot of enemies to take on, especially undead or fiends, Minister's probably the better choice.
Yeah.
I feel like Ro would really, when she's like identifying it and telling Craig, I feel like she would definitely be like, this would be really, really good for healing because, as you know, a lot of times I run out of healing spells, and if you needed to heal a healer that was down,
also
that might be a good last resort.
A lot of undead. Minister would be really helpful.
If what?
If you ever had to fight a lot of undead, Minister would be really helpful.
I'm going to take the sword.
Excellent. Craig?
Also, can I check and see if there are charges? Like, how do I know?
You're attuned. You know automatically.
Okay, how many
spend 10 minutes focusing on it. You're attuned to it. Put it in your inventory. Minister the longsword. And I will put in your channel, Craig, the document for Minister. Craig, you're kind of a well-equipped bad mamma jamma, my dude. You've got some serious firearms on you now. Or weapons, not firearms.
Now Nom shows up with a Glock.
Nice try, Craig. Still doesn't get a gun.
That's what's in the vault. Is just Nom with a Glock.
Hold on. Do you all travel down to the next layer? I swear I'm wrapping this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really want to know what's in the vault.
Good
I can't try it again, can I? Like, I know the DC is higher, but like I can't try it again.
If we bring Ethmin and Kai at some point,
you could certainly try. Okay. Ro, I'm going to be honest with you. With the next increase with the DC, it is technically impossible for any of the players in any of the campaigns. You will need to try this again at a separate date.
Gotcha.
You will travel back down into the stairwell for what has now been a 7-hour visit to this temple, which has redefined so much of what you know about reality. Traveling down to the next layer. There's a part of me that's like, Zach, save this for more reverence. And then there's a part of me that's like, this is so cool. You go to the next layer. Also, I have a diagram for all of this.
Oh my gosh.
I'll show you all later. You go down to the next layer. Another spiral floating staircase down. Another walk up the way. And facing you all is another arcanely guarded door. We're going to skip the BS. Ro, would you make an Arcana check for me? At advantage, Gretta has burned so many spell slots, but she's just burning another one for enhanced ability. Actually, no, she's helping you, so it's the assist. So it's help action. So you have advantage. You are guided. Okay. It's going to be DC 23. If you fail, the DC increases to 27.
Okay, that is. I almost forgot to just add my modifier, which would have been stupid.
Modifier.
That's a 30.
Oh my gosh.
With a 30?
Because I rolled a 16, then I got a 4 on guidance, and
standing in front of
an arcana.
Is a strange space. A 30-foot-5 tall, rectangular room opens at the end of a steep stairwell, where one of Yalabrin's most complex glyphic circles, similar to a 30-foot teleportation circle, but more complex and belonging to no singular school of magic of incredible intricacy, is carved into the floor. Standing around the carved circle are 10 slender, 9-foot-tall rods of spotless adamantine. Set atop each rod is a symmetrical, intricately cut 6-inch clear gemstone. Craig, you do not recognize it. Clearer than diamond, but filled with refractions of far more colors. Craig, whatever this gemstone is, it is the most beautiful gemstone you've ever seen.
Wow.
You do not remotely know how to identify it. Craig, give me a stone courage. This is going to be DC 25.
Where is the... I do Bardic Inspiration.
Craig, you are bardically inspired. Gretta guides you.
Okay, so
where is this gemstone?
what does that mean for...
Sorry, 1 second. What did you roll?
I have an 11. That's going to be plus
Add on 7.
7, so that's 18.
That's 18. Ro is giving you a D10. Ro, are you keeping track of your bardic inspirations?
Yes, sir.
Which one is this? Which one
D10.
is this? This is a D10?
That is not a D10.
Where's
D10 is the little spinny top. Yeah, and the one that does not have 30 on it.
Where's my spinning top?
Go ahead and roll the D10. And just know that whatever it is, it's a 1. Oh, it was under your butt. Unexpected. So you're at 17.
Okay, that's plus 5.
That's 23.
Okay.
It's DC 25. You have a guidance. Craig, if you get a 2 or higher on this roll, you beat the DC.
It's a 1.
24. Craig, you do not know this stone. Sorry, buddy. If you want, you can go again. The DC is just going to increase by 3. So now it is DC 28.
It's a 4. Nope.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Crap.
Buddy, you're not sure what this stone is, but it is the most beautiful stone you've ever seen.
That sucks. It's okay.
All along the walls of this chamber are carved very high-level symbologies from across the schools of magic. Ro, to be clear, you, Bazz, and Gretta do not recognize. It's too complex. And importantly, there are symbols here from schools of magic you're not sure of. Could you make me an Arcana check?
Do I have guidance from Bazz or
You have
Gretta?
guidance from Gretta.
That's a nat 20.
This is your highest rolling session ever.
So do I...
Guidance.
What? Yeah.
Nat 20?
Oh, enhance ability doesn't matter. Okay,
No.
so it's a 31. Because I rolled a 1 on my guidance.
With a 31, Ro, you put together, after flipping through the Osmodreicon, which you will need plenty of time to study. Oh, it looks like in the time of the old ones, there were more than 8 schools of magic. Looks like there were 10.
What?
Looks like there's 2 more schools of magic you didn't know about.
What?
How many did
Nifty talked
Nifty
about 9,
tell us?
What?
and you
Okay,
know
that's
that-
what I
And you
thought.
know that chaos magic isn't one of them because he made that up.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that means
Okay.
that apparently there are 11. Anyway,
Oh my
all
god.
along the walls are carved very high-level symbologies from across the schools of magic, including a number foreign to party members, like elaborate magic circles planned and laid out over the entire chamber. Ro, you are not sure what this room does, but it is incredible. Would be worth visiting at another time with more expertise.
Which I could do because I have teleportation circle and I'm like, get here.
Well, you don't know if any of the teleportation circles lead to this place.
That's why I said might.
Might. They could, maybe they don't. Those are going to need to be identified at a later time. Anyway.
Wait. The teleportation circles I can identify? Teleportation circles?
I don't know if I mean by the spell. Maybe it would work. Maybe it wouldn't. Who knows? You could certainly try. Do you guys leave this room? Do you go all the way down? Okay, I swear this is the last thing. Let me open something real quick.
I like seeing how happy you are with this.
Brace up, guys. Brace up. I'm like getting emotional. This is a long time coming. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm like tearing up. Sorry. You all tread up the rest of the stone pillar. As you move down its final length, descending almost 10 stories. No, more than 10 stories to the bottom of this chamber. You reach an immense stone hallway, 40 feet high, entirely unlit, more than 100 feet long, shrouded in darkness. Silence lies ahead of you. Bazz, you and Bazz light the way as the group moves forward. Gretta has the light cantrip as you all walk down the hall toward whatever the apex of this temple may be. After everything that's happened, what is each of you feeling and thinking at this point in the experience as you head toward what looks like it's the largest space so far?
This eerie feeling that all of the things that we have known, all of the things that we'd believed, and I mean, I don't know that much about magic, as Craig, but just even the base knowledge of just like basic knowledge, just being completely shattered, but also this like eerie feeling of whatever lies at the end of this is bigger than anything we could know. And it's like my heart is like beating faster and faster the closer we get to the end of this hallway.
Bazz is having his own complex internal experience.
Yeah, he is.
Really hard nap. Tello is quiet and pensive. Gretta she's closed her book. She's just taking it in. Ro, what are you feeling as you all walk down this hallway?
A sense of being overwhelmed, and the fact that there's been a handful of times since the fun guys got together, basically, that their world, kind of like what Mika was saying, like that their world has kind of been cracked open even more, and like it's always shattered a little bit more, and there's another layer of something they didn't even know could exist. And I think just everything that they've already found today, I think it's like unfathomable what else there could be with the books they found, with the symbols, the different arcana. Like her brain is on overload, but also like she's soaking it up so hard. Like it's like
Rose the sponge.
Yeah. It's like, but it's just overwhelming in so many different emotions of joy and frightened and being proud of them cracking different arcana things, but then also just like stress and yeah.
As you all walk slowly down this immense chamber, you can hear your footsteps echoing. Whatever space you're walking into must be cavernous to resonate the sound. And eventually you all reach the largest room. At the bottom of the great spiraling staircase. A grand cubic chamber. 200 feet. Perfectly in each dimension. More than 80 feet high. The stone here, Craig, is perfectly smooth. Very dark. Almost pitch. But almost crystalline. In a visual quality that seems not to be transparent, but allows the passage of some amount of light, even reflecting it. So as you walk across it with your feet, and you carry Star Razor, one of the most beautiful swords in the world, apparently an incredible weapon of epic proportions that you don't really know the history of, now carried in your hands, passed to you by Efmund Kai, who was convinced that his most powerful tool was better fit in your hands. And as you carry it over the stone, this rock that you walk over, it's different than the rest of the temple. It looks like it, but it's like walking over limestone, and then later walking over limestone, but it's a gemstone. This rock. And it almost looks transparent because you can see the blue light penetrating it a little bit. You can see fractaline patterns below the surface at either direction. But only to a very small layer, and then it reflects back upward. And it creates this myriad visual effect of lights that reflect back and then dim. It's almost as if it was a completely dark black diamond constructing all the space. The first thing that catches your attention is that at the center of this staggering space is a large, and when I say large, I mean 90-foot tall tree, maybe 60 feet across, spiraling with a twisting trunk upward. It looks quite a bit like this. You can see that, Mika?
Oh my gosh.
And then Jackie.
Oh, wow.
Sort of like a bonsai at the scale of a small skyscraper.
Oh my gosh.
Its bark, as you all get closer, at the bottom of it is this these of that same incredible dark stone, this retaining wall around the base of it, and there's water along, and the roots disappear down into the darkness of the water, and there's a couple stones, and the stones just decorating the space or giving it stability. They're more of that clear diamond-like crystal, bigger than you, of whatever that is. If it was a diamond, that would be a diamond worth more than 100,000 gold. But whatever it is, it might be more valuable. It's bigger than you are, and there's 4 or 5 of them just sitting at the base of the tree. You all get closer and approach the tree to inspect it? Okay.
Yes.
Don't assume. As you get closer...
Nah, I close the door and leave.
Anyway, let's go find the wellspring. Oh my gosh. Its bark is like dulled, faded colors from across the color spectrum. Subtle enough not to be garish, but captivating, like the colors of an oil spill, or reflected off of a labradorite stone. Just the very bark and parenchyma and tissue of the tree. You all can't touch it. You can't get close enough. That stone barrier and then the water in between blocks you. It's maybe 10 feet to it. And this tree is beautiful, but there is a weirdly ominous feeling growing close to it. More than just what you're feeling, you all are filled with a strange sense of wonder and dread that feels primal, animalistic. It's like standing at the edge of a canyon, but walking up to a tree, and you don't know why, but the distance of that water seems profound for a reason you can't put your finger on. The texture of the tree that you can see from here is smooth, but deeply grooved, creating millions upon millions upon millions of channels of intricate, organic, linear patterns. A closer inspection of these patterns, maybe even with the telescope, elucidates intricate swirling designs at a scale you realize from this distance you couldn't see, maybe from any distance, to the point that you all wouldn't have this terminology. But it's almost a microscopic scale, and you can just see the greater echoes and effects of it. It's fractal patterns emanating just in pattern designs, but you can see them breaking and folding deeper into themselves. You're aware that it must reach a complexity you can't understand. Themselves lined by imperceivably small symbols, countless in number, that you can't make out. As you all look up, the tree is filled with leaves, the branches spiraling outward, and there is a strange, indiscernible pattern to the leaves, to the branches. They seem to be branching in orders, organized somehow, in a way that you can't put your finger on it. And trees are full of countless leaves. You've always felt this way, but you have never seen so many leaves on a tree. And as you look up at the leaves from this distance, they're too high. You can't get close to them. And they feel staggeringly tall. But you see the leaves themselves seem to subdivide into smaller and smaller leaves. You have trouble telling exactly what you're looking at, but they look like thousands of tiny emeralds relieved in flexible tissue. There is, all along the walls, writing. A symbol on every one of the square stones used to construct this room. More of those old symbols, those magical glyphs you've seen in Janice's spellcasting row, that you don't recognize and you don't understand. And importantly, as both of you all look at them, the comprehend languages is doing nothing. It cannot decipher these symbols. From the top of the walls to their meeting with the floor are carved this text. With such great artistry and very exact dimensions, similar and perfect on every stone across the room. The letters of this text are very large, each more than a foot in height, and some just as wide. Together, these huge symbols form a long stream of elegant foreign text, which wraps itself all around the space, assumedly forming some sort of long message or prose, but also creating an intricate visual effect at the distance itself, a non-repeating pattern of elegant, alien shapes that surround the space. You all notice, if you inspect them more closely, that there are minute streams of water, silently flowing, like gently moving glass, pouring softly out of the letters, which doesn't make sense because as you get close to them, you can see no aperture. You can see no hole. You can see no place that they can flow through. It's like the symbols are producing the water. So thin in streams, so slow moving, that it looks not like moving water at all, but like melting glass slowly, falling down the walls and meeting the floor. Thousands of streams. These tiny streams are accumulated in the small grooves of the floor, and they seem to all lead to the tree in the center, running up and over the wall, defying the flow of gravity, elucidating that as it flows over the stone barriers, it gathers to the depths of the unclear hollow beneath the tree, and you realize as you look at it, you can't tell how deep it is. Reason would stand that it would only go down 10 feet, but as you look into its darkness, it's like you can't see its depth. As you get very close and you hold your sword up, Craig, and it reflects off of the side of the tree, you realize that the water in the pool is not just gathering there. It's growing up the tree and into each of its groove patterns and running up the tree and up the branches until it gathers in the leaves on some final destination you can't decipher. This is not information that your characters know. They have no concept of this. But I want to tell you because I want to tell you. This is a tree. This tree is the scroll of life. A living organic catalog of the genome of every existing creature, shaped into the fibers of linear tissue. So the xylem of this tree, the phloem, the plant structure, is consistent of genomes. Each shape, not in scientific format, but in whatever this text is, it is so deep and so intricate that these shapes, ordered onto the patterns of fundamental particles, are so numerous that they can make up the tissues of the bark. And the tree is literally constructed out of the genomes of every living thing in your world and across all planes. There is a leaf on the tree for every group, organized in a foreign manner, beyond what we would know of cladistics, something more perfect and whole, of every existing organism. Every new organism that comes into existence expands the canopy, broadens the trunk, deepens its roots and creates a more complex pattern. This tree is the scroll of all living things, transmuted into a living thing itself. Your characters have no idea of that, but I don't want that to go unknown. You all stand in this spectacular space, confused at what this tree is, unclear why this rests at the base of the temple, but enamored all the same. And each of you feels strangely called. Greta is having an experience we won't explore. Bazz is having an experience we won't explore because in one way or another, both players are absent at the moment. Tello is quelled to silence. But Craig, as you stand here in this place, you feel like you're in a mine. Not in the way of some corny plug-in, but in the way of you see it. You see something you don't understand. You see the material of an existence of sorts. There are concepts here beyond your grasp, but in some way here, there's a truth so deep and so rich that you are not some fool. You are not some buffoon. There is a wisdom here that surpasses technical understanding. Not because it makes it light, because it pushes it aside, but because it unites it at such a deep level that it's true in many ways of understanding. And you feel as you stand in this place as though some way that you understand making things is represented here as well. As though were there a forge of creation to be struck here, you might make something. Ro, you hear, imperceptibly quiet in the flow of water, that song. You hear, in this place, a whisper in micrometer waves. You hear here the pattern of the old song repeated. And both of you feel inclined to react in some way, but you're not sure how. What do you do?
Oh my gosh.
I promise we are nearing the end. Listeners, this is a long one, but you know.
I want to...
Also let the record reflect that I checked that everyone wanted to stand up.
I don't even know what to do with all this.
It's not clear.
I have no idea.
It's not clear. What do you do?
I think of old.
As you think of him, you don't feel anything. Not in this place.
What?
You feel no connection. You don't feel his absence. You feel beyond him here. As if his grasp can't reach you. Ro, are you doing anything?
I think we're at like the edge of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like at the edge of the wall. I think Rose, when she hears it, like the song and all, I think she's gonna fall to her knees. And she's like gonna be silent.
Landon got up to go potty, please.
I was like, wait, what? I wasn't looking, and then I just heard potty, and I was like, no, she doesn't go potty.
Please have your serious role play. So you fall to your knees.
I think she's like, it's one of those things where like she gets so silent that like even her breathing has like slowed a little bit.
Ro, give me a performance check. Performance or Arcana, either one. Michael, where's my pen? Okay, I found it.
That's a 17.
You hear it. You hear the song. You feel like you could feel the pattern. But you feel it in a way you never have before. You don't see it in your head, you feel it in your hands. You feel it on your tongue. You feel it in the synchronization of your heart. You feel like you could play it. What do you do?
I think as she has fallen to her knees, I think she's going to take the symbol of the maker she has and set it like in front of her. And I think she's just gonna rest. She's just gonna like put her hands on her lute, but like she's gonna kind of do that thing when she like meditates, and it's like, and her hands are just kind of on her lute, and she's just kind of gonna let herself kind of fade
you put
in.
the lute down.
Yeah.
As you do, you put your hands on it. Quietly thinking in stillness. Craig, what are you doing in this time as you see Ro do this?
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna walk around the area, around the tree. I'm not near the tree, obviously.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah. I got you.
Get different perspectives of it.
Ro, as you sit there, you guys can feel time passing, but you start to lose yourselves in here. Or as you do, you hear something. You're not sure if you've been quiet for 3 minutes, or 30, or an hour. Okay, you're doing laps around the tree and you keep finding detail in it that pulls you to the next step, and you're just lapping it. You can't quit looking at it. And Ro, as you start to hear the cracking, you look down and you watch as your symbol of the maker splits. And all of a sudden, water from the letters pours out more densely. It congregates where the symbol is and lifts it up. And as it pulls it in the direction of your lute, the symbol melts into essential components. And you watch as the liquid stone and metal flows up the side of your lute, and solidifies the crack in the back. And you watch as this precious metal and gemstone begins to lace and line every inch of your lute, while gilding its edges. And you watch as a tiny symbol of the maker is relieved at the base. As you stand there stunned, you reach out to touch it, and your finger boom, plucks a chord. And boom, plucks a chord. And you can feel it. You can feel the song at your fingertips. Do you play it?
Yeah.
Craig. Ro's an incredible musician. You've heard her play a lot, but at some point, your raptured focus on the tree is broken as you hear a song begin that I can't describe. But as its many layers of sound weave over each other and begin to describe beauty, you look at her and you realize that you're having trouble seeing Ro. And Ro, as you close your eyes and you don't think at all and your hands just play, you feel like you're listening to them as they're playing. And as you open your eyes, you have trouble seeing everything around you. That dark stone gathering around the room and decorating it is growing darker. And darker and darker and darker until you all don't feel like you're in the room at all anymore. You look around, and slowly but surely, each of you is seeing less and less of the people here, and more of some dark void. And slowly but surely, all you're seeing is the text around the space alighting with light. And Micah, I know this sounds like a weird ask. You fought so hard. But I swear this is the last lap. If you could, just sit up for me real quick. You're doing amazing. But I promise I'm bringing it home. And each of you loses your grip on reality as you experience instead a vision. In what is absolutely the last beat of this episode. Listener and player alike, I promise. And you all are replaced with complete darkness. And in this darkness, as you lose hold of all of your other senses, there is a shattering cry, a ring, a crack of terrible elation and energetic agony erupts, a flash of light and sound that I can't replicate for you, but that you all witness in this vision from the edge of an ethereal anvil. The forge of creation rings with the undulating dissonance of impossible materials being wrought upon by inconceivable will. Blinding hands wrench the very structure of atomic order from the integrity of reality, and incongruences of physical law and understanding etch the walls of time and space as sparks of pure truth scream through the unfathomable texture of existence about the forge wielder's shoulders. Another realm is born. Eons pass in front of your eyes. You experience them in moments, in writhing chemical cacophony, and matter boils in front of you in fervent discord, in tumultuous recalcitrance under the intensity of an untamed creation. The same impossible hands return to view. You are unable to look at them, but in every way perceiving them, as they soothe the newborn world. A dull, melodious lullaby of temporal tune and energetic dissipation finds the quaking anger and blind struggle of the new shape, a spheroidal body, celestial and young, floating alone in its vacuous, empty crib. Brilliant siblings burn and dance in the cold room. Siblings that look quite a bit like the orbs that were floating above the teleportation chamber. The God of Gods removes an illuminating palm and allows the infant planet to rest from its turmoil. Returning eons later, which you witness, timeless truth is uttered upon the dormant mass. Reality responds to the call, and physical momentum builds on the horizon of a new future. Magic erupts from the planet's slumbering heart, and chemical composition is composed from the cry of the child world waking once more. Oceans of tears pour from molten pupils, mourning and celebrating the confusion of new sight. The Maker speaks origin, and the land blooms from the earth's own glory. Breath of life is breathed, and atmosphere wraps the service in fervent, unplanned dances. Finally, a quill is retrieved. An inconceivable finger presses into the surface of the fledgling world in sister locations. Into these wells, a deep magic is poured out, and the world groans in belabored awakening. Life is torn free from the soils of origination and profundity. Into the wells, the quill is dipped, and from the arcane fluid, a story begins. The author writes, an infinite point finds the end of the quill, and it pierces the land with the clamor of a tale deserving of tell. Script etches into the crushing basin of the unbound oceans, and rapturous speech crashes into the shores which border its sight. Carbon and nitrogen writhe in conflict, only to find the guidance of deepest truth and resolve in intrinsic embrace. Lines of nucleic dancers form pairs and spend the endless swirling moments in rhythmic formation. Structure finds structure. Order searches for her lover, and energy runs into her safe embrace. The script discovers form and purpose from the tempest of unraveled imagination and written adoration. Gently, the song begins. Then with joy, it strikes its drum of process and proclamation to carve a groove into the night and weave a melody into the loom of daylight. Peals of inconsolable laughter and unappropriated elation fill the rushing winds. The waves dance madly upon the shores, and magma sprints with might and jubilance to find respite among the collapsing bed of friends and earth. The quill strikes the ground once more. Like lightning, racing to earth, the ineffable word writes the next verse, and life spreads across the page. The poem begins. Terrain is seeded with providence. Creatures find a place in the orchestra. The melody flows onward, and the poem's verse spills out from its lovely banks. Yalabrin is born. And as the black void collapses in on your consciousness, everything you know and understand fades into darkness.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, listeners, for enjoying episode 99.
Holy crap! Can you please? That was the most beautiful thing written by human.
I've never heard better writing. I've never heard better writing. I have never heard better writing. Yeah. I have never ever heard better writing.
Listeners,
you had me in tears multiple times, like a lump in throat, like.
Listeners, the accidental adventures are culminating into certain zeniths, and we appreciate the journey you've taken with us. I'm not going to say anything about the Patreon right now. Just thank you for going on the journey with us. Remember that life is an incredible adventure and that you're a very important part of it. We'll come back next time for more.
Skibbity-wobbin-dada.
Skibbity-wobbin-dada.